that, we're live. So
We're live.
welcome back, everyone, to our second episode of the Rolling 20's. And boy, oh boy, I hope we don't lose any more footage, because woohoo!
No.
So, you know,
We have to reenact every single thing.
Yeah, I actually deleted the whole episode.
That happened.
We just
Yeah.
have
There was
to...
5 dragons.
Anyway, no, I couldn't have gotten rid of that that pentakill. That was incredible. But so I can't really say that we have an announcement segment or anything, but I guess this would be the time to do it. So despite this being pre-recorded, as you've probably realized from episode 1, we have some fancy dice bags. Probably can't see the colors too much. Nothing too crazy. A couple different sizes. Some little tiny baby ones. Some quite large ones. We got 25 of them. These are actually handmade by my mother, who makes a whole bunch of really everything from purses to dice bags to getting bored and building a deck and whatever else in between. She has an Etsy store, which I will link. And yeah, for the first 25 subs we get, I will be sending out a little dice bag and a little set of dice. Unfortunately, I do have to limit this to within the United States and Canada, because international shipping is insane and really long and bad right now and expensive. So unfortunately, I'm not set up to do that at the moment. So first 25 subs within the US and Canada, you'll get a nifty little dice bag. So woohoo.
Our gift to you.
Our gift.
Yes. Thank you very much. And we will also have character art in the next couple weeks. Don't have an exact date. I don't know how long it'll be till I post this. So maybe there will be character art in 5 minutes from now on your screen. Probably not, but maybe.
So cool.
Yeah. And that's about it. Yeah, that's it for now. And let's go ahead and get into it. So I realized I didn't type up my official recap of last session, because how dare I be so unprepared for my own game. But essentially, we began with Volkar and his definitely not wings, according to him, flying and subsequently colliding into a tree and then the ground, and
What happened?
then a difficult decision to decide if you all wanted to find your way up north to Camp Sinclair, or if you wanted to go hopefully rescue whoever the 3 of the hunters that had seemed to have been taken, as detailed in the note you found on Marith, well, his body. And the decision was to head south and hopefully find who was taken. There was a little bit of Quilly forgetting to check in with Dad. some missed messages on the notebook cell phone from Mirka, who is your boss right now.
I'm so bad at texting back.
Yeah, it happens,
The airplane yet?
It's rough.
Gotten off the airplane yet?
Signal's bad, yeah. And we had some good nighttime conversations of a variety of sorts.
Yeah, that was really heartfelt, Minthern. Hell yeah.
It was. And
that's all you're getting out of him.
That's all it is.
That's it. Theron can't speak ever again now. There was some more travel, finding a cave, which seems to be where the hideout, as you were calling it, of the Knolls was marked by Marith.
And nothing bad ever happened for the cave.
Nothing bad ever happened. There was also, you came across a pretty tough Gnoll and some hyenas that were feasting. And Derek absolutely obliterated them.
And almost me.
It was some good friendly ice in there. And yeah, anyway, you found your way inside this cave. There were two figures who were essentially crucified up against the wall. Lila went all weird and did some stuff and garnered some varying responses from the party, but mostly along the lines of, what the fuck? Kalis and Volkar were pretty pissed off about this and wanted to head further in and make sure that, you know, if there was anyone to be saved, that they could do so. And upon eventually finding the large open cavern that Lila had spoken of seeing through the eyes of this dying woman, Kalis bent down to pick up a goblet, which his foot happened to make contact with. And as he did so, you all fell into darkness, silence, saw flashes of a horrible sort of insectoid, dead spacey motherfucker.
Chester?
And
we don't know that name.
To find out, his name might be Chester, as you all and Lila found yourselves cocooned up in some weird void-like place. And a strange cloaked figure seated in a chair not too far away, which essentially said, "You weren't who I was expecting," and by said, communicated to you via magic scroll. "You weren't who I was expecting." Some weird cryptic stuff about trying to figure out why you were there and then seeming to realize it. And said, "How about we play a game and you can earn some assistance on your travels?"
Because there's never been a serial killer that says, "How would you like to play a game?"
Yeah, I don't know.
It's fine.
Yeah, everything's fine.
What could go wrong?
And his buddy's dude's Chester, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're still in, technically speaking, we're still in the eggs.
I thought that was out.
No,
you're all out.
Yeah,
And,
Darren cut us out.
Give me like 20 seconds to open up my last document I need, because, you know, it's great getting set up and then having to restart my computer right as we're about to go live. So,
no.
Okay, there we go. I think that's everything I need for now. And, also, I should address the silence around us right now to the viewers, which is that my dear RPG Sounds is rebelling right now, so hopefully it'll work at some point, but for now, you're going to have to listen to us and just us, so add your own background music if you want to or something, or deal with it. Your choice. But that's where we begin. The figure has just finished waving its hand towards you as the scroll, the text vanishes from the scroll, and it kind of furls back up and then vanishes. You see a slight, tiny little smile come across the hardly visible mouth of the figure. Snaps silently, and the sensation of falling overtakes all of you once more.
Ah, shit.
When your senses come back to you, first thing you notice is the sound of birds. Feeling of warmth on your skin, nice breeze, the rustling of grass, and as you start to blink, allowing the light back into your eyes, you see that you are in a large open meadow. There is way in the distance a mountain range in front of you. You hear a river, though you don't see one or can't really place where the sound is coming from. And about 50 feet in front of you is a hexagonal, I don't know how to describe it. I guess pavilion is the closest I can get. It has 6 ornate, swirling, like marbled pillars rising up out of the dirt about 30 feet. And there's a kind of hexagonal yet kind of domed in the center ceiling that attaches them. And directly in the center, also rising up out of the dirt, is a similar white marbled hexagonal platform, about 2 feet up out of the dirt. And there's sort of like a dais or a podium that also rises up from the center of the platform. So we have pillars, roof. In the middle, coming up out of the ground, we have a hexagon platform and some little, almost hollow podium coming up out of that. And aside from that, you see no other structures. It is just meadow and rolling hills and fields as far as you can see. What would you like to do?
We're all together?
Yep.
Do I still have the goblet?
You don't.
Who touched the thing? Someone always touches a thing.
Push the button.
If you're talking about that goblet, that was me. I picked it up. So it may have been my fault, but
I'm trying
but it also
to
may
not
be...
throttle you. I am not throttling. I am calm.
how was I supposed to know the goblet was going to transport us?
Well,
It's
I
not my
don't know.
fault.
Maybe the sacrificial altar and the 2 crucified adventurers was a bit of a window of don't touch this.
So you're telling me you wouldn't have picked up the goblet?
Oh no, be fair, 8 intelligence, I definitely would have picked up the goblet.
Right.
But I expect better from you.
Not mad, just disappointed.
He couldn't have known. It's not his fault.
Yeah. And hey, it might not be entirely bad. I mean, this place is
Really?
pretty...
We're in
pretty.
a witch's demented game.
How do we know that?
Well,
It's just
let's
a
go
meadow.
find out.
Did you not see the giant slug-like thing that put us in eggs?
Appearances may not be what they appear.
Yeah, it also could have killed us outright.
Yeah.
That is true.
I say we go investigate this building.
Yeah.
What's around us? Like, it's just a meadow,
This is
right?
my life now.
Yeah, just open meadow. This is the only visibly non-meadow thing, is this whatever structure is before you.
This is my life now.
And the meadow looks natural, right?
Yeah, looks, sounds, feels.
Is there nothing else
Smells.
around? Like, just meadows, like, for...
A ways in front of you, there's a mountain range that just kind of spans like the whole horizon, but the side behind, it's just meadow, almost kind of endlessly expansive, sort of like whatever place you were just at briefly when you came out of the cocoons
Before
or
we
eggs.
approach what I assume is a gazebo
Sort of, yeah.
like thing, can I start ritually casting detect good and evil?
Sure.
And what time of day is it?
You don't see a sun, but it's bright enough to be afternoon, early afternoon.
Interesting.
Okay, so
I'm gonna start to approach the building.
Yeah, I'll go with Quilly.
I'm going with them also.
And I.
Okay.
Let's all just go.
yeah,
and
we're
I.
all,
And I. And I.
Yeah.
And we all go.
we all
Glad
go to
we're last
gazebo.
half full kind of group.
Yeah, I mean...
Fair. As you approach, you don't see anything else about it that makes itself super noticeable at first. Theron, as you get closer to it, you do notice there is some kind of like a parchment, kind of like some piece of paper that's on top of the podium in the center that's like laid out flat.
Okay, I'll pick it up.
We all disappear.
Look, we just got isekai'd. I don't think we need to do another one.
Theron,
Truck-coon!
You see, in kind of this like fancifully scrawled out text, one sentence: "Show me only wealth." And as you do so, similarly to how the figure appeared, there's no recognition of movement or something finding its way there. It's suddenly all of you just notice that there are large heaping piles of various items that are placed in the dirt around the hexagonal platform. 6 piles, to be exact. And I will put them in our chat once I'm done telling you what they are. So the first is a big-ass pile of gold, other coins, just spilling out everywhere. There is one that is a whole bunch of books. They're also, like, none of the piles are very neatly placed. They're kind of just thrown together. So there's the gold books, there's a bunch of food and drink and, like, platters and silverware and all sorts of things like that. There's one that appears to be a bunch of religious symbols. There's one that's weapons and armor. And the last is jewelry, other trinkets, maybe some family heirlooms, things of that nature. And they just sort of, like, your eyes just kind of recognize that these are there as if they've been there the whole time.
I'm gonna turn to Theron. I think it's a riddle.
More than likely, yes.
I hate riddles.
So are they like in a pile, like tree leaves, you know, like when you sweep them up, and is it like that kind of pile?
Yeah, essentially like that, yeah.
Interesting.
What was the thing on the note again? What did it say on the note?
Show me only wealth, right?
Show me
Correct.
only
Wealth. What about the word wealth?
Show me. If you want to look through a book and
Yeah, I
try to
was gonna
find the
say,
word wealth.
Let's see if we can find the word wealth.
We could do that.
Or maybe it's asking, like, what do we define as wealth?
Yeah.
I mean, that isn't that
literal
subjective
wealth,
though.
Books.
Oh no, this is
knowledge
getting
wealth.
so philosophical all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of just want to do like a little dive in the gold real quick. You know, I just need that get that out of me. That's the whole reason why I asked about
One out of the tank.
yeah. So
Milo,
I'm gonna go
you
do
have
that
to
one
realize
first.
it's not a liquid. It's a great many small solids that form a hard surface.
See,
You got
all that with 8
I'm trying to
intelligence?
swim in it. I'm trying to swim in
Milo-
it.
You are going to break
Just
something.
steps forward and dives in, and just for the hell of it, just give me an acrobatics check, just to see how beautiful this dive is. And real quick,
Yeah, but I have a 16 in wisdom.
Mikey,
I'm wise enough to
I
realize.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention this earlier. If you could perhaps roll in D&D Beyond, or if you have physical dice instead of rolling in Vorpal,
Okay.
that would be great, because I noticed one weird little thing that came up in the video with that last time. So I forgot to bring that up earlier, so
Okay, that's fine.
thank you. Yep, thank you.
What was I rolling again? Acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Oh. 16.
Okay, that's pretty good. The pile is more than big enough for you as Milo just steps up and dives in, and actually does like disappear into the middle of it. Not
Nice.
as gracefully as one would hope by diving into a liquid. And it's kind of loud and some coins just kind of tumbling and shifting off the top of it. And you definitely like get one that hits you right in the tooth and kind of hurts.
Nice.
But yeah, you're in a pile of gold.
Awesome. Okay, we can go back to whatever we were doing. That needed to be done. Thank you.
Okay, you got it in your system? Yeah.
Oh, I mean, We could try just picking up some of the items around us and proceeding to almost put whatever we think is wealth on the pedestal.
We could each choose different ones, or it has to be
I don't know.
one final answer.
To be honest,
There's only one answer, I think, but
I'm gonna go
I want to look at the books.
do the books have titles?
Yes.
Yeah.
Same here.
Yeah, I want to take a look at the books. as
Okay,
well.
so half you going to the books. Kaitlyn, where are you going?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go walk over to the gold.
Okay.
Gonna grab a handful. Just gonna plop it on the pedestal.
Okay.
We're going.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the most
you're doing
rudimentary.
That's fair. As you do that, the other three of you going over the pile of books, they do have titles. At a quick glance, they appear to be everything from encyclopedias to like, there's like someone's old cookbook, it seems, in there, to like children's stories, to everything in between.
In the children's stories, is there any word that says wealth?
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Yeah, and I checked the encyclopedia for the word wealth.
This guy's looking
Yes.
through every page of
Yeah.
every
Yes,
book.
Except the encyclopedia, the one that probably has the word.
That's why this
Oh my
And the
god!
dictionary.
Oh my god!
What'd you
What was
get?
it?
That's a natural 20.
Oh hell yeah! It's starting.
The guy with an 8 intelligence just
Yeah,
figured it
that's
out.
good. Well,
There you
what's
go.
your total?
Intelligence?
Pretty sure
Or
you have a negative for
investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah, investigation, that's a negative one, so it's a 19, but it's still a nat 20.
Okay. So amazingly, you just happen to pick up a children's book that seems to have some lesson about wealth in it, and at about the same time that Derek just walks over and flips open a pretty much dictionary and finds the word wealth. You both seem to have located it in two separate texts. So.
And what do the family heirlooms look like?
There's all sorts of stuff. Just anything from, just most of them are jewelry. There's one that actually looks like it's a small, like, kind of ornamental, like, family crest that's on a shield. It's kind of stuff along those lines.
Anything that
in the books, is there anything about magic? Like books about magic?
Yeah, there's a multitude of kind of all across the spectrum of things that would talk about magic as well.
Okay, I take one of those too.
Okay.
I think Quilly's thinking about doing the family heirlooms, but she's gonna do the books instead. She's gonna put them on a pedestal.
I'm gonna walk over to the weapons and armor and just take a look, see what's there, with my little children's book.
So Kayla's put gold on.
Carrying, like...
Quilly is grabbing a couple books to put on the pedestal, and nothing else has been actively put up there yet, correct?
Yeah, I'm gonna take like the dictionary I have and probably book about magic too to go put on the pedestal.
Okay.
Really?
And
you're good with the arcane, right?
I
mean, like in terms of like feeling it, like
feeling
it around you, like
magic
detecting
awareness.
it. Yeah.
I was just gonna
anything
say
in here
willpower.
magic.
I don't detect magic.
I would say throughout this, because you had done detect evil and good, you don't sense any creatures, but there is this little lingering fey sensation around you. It's real subtle. It's kind of around.
Theron?
Uh-huh.
You spent a lot of time in the Feywild, right?
Yes, I did.
would the Feywild have a, I don't know, say a nice meadow with no sun and a random gazebo where tricks are played on unsuspected hapless victims? There is an
Feywild. Does it seem familiar to me?
Not this. Like you haven't, but like, there's no like, oh
Yeah,
shit, I've seen
yeah,
this. But
Seen this trick before.
it sounds like a thing that the Feywild might do.
there's my spell just went off and there's a presence here, a Fey an undercurrent of Fey power here.
I'll throw up a magic
I
awareness.
do like to play games with people.
Okay.
I mean, to be honest, if we were in the Feywild, I feel like your sense would kind of be going absolutely bonkers right now. So I don't necessarily think we're in the Feywild, but whether this is Fey magic is a different story.
Fey adjacent.
They're
There you
known
go,
to be able
Fey
to
adjacent.
go in between both planes, so it's not terribly surprising.
Yeah.
And we did sense a bit of Fey magic when we were dealing with that creature the first time we met, so...
That
Really.
is true.
It's
Similar to what Volkar was just saying, like you get the sense that everything here is magic. Everything. Every blade of grass, every individual, anything that could be categorized.
I had a feeling it was going to be like that.
And you get sort of illusion from the gazebo and all the stuff inside here, but as you have physically been touching a lot of it, a little weird.
So it's an illusion, but we're touching it, which isn't supposed to happen in an illusion.
Which means this is very powerful magics.
And everything is magic.
Do I get a sense that we're being watched at all?
Go ahead and give me an insight check, I guess. That's what that would be, I suppose.
If this is an illusion, I want to take a coin and throw it at Volkar's head.
4.
Nothing is real.
Everything is permitted.
Did I hear a 4 declared? Not really.
I think that was Theron going 4.
Milo, you're
First
pretty good
roll
at
of
throwing stuff, so I'd say while Volkar is distracted and walking over to look at the pile of weapons, you can just ping a coin off his head, and it makes contact. Volkar,
Can I like catch it before it hits my? Can I catch it before it hits my head?
I'm gonna say in this case you're a little distracted looking at some stuff, and it's not gonna hurt you or anything, but it just kind of ping.
I yell at him, "Did that hurt?"
Give it a moment, we'll see.
I don't think it's an illusion, guys.
Volkar, you are. What would you like to do at the pile of weapons and armor? I believe that's where you said you were going.
Yeah, what kind of weapons and armor are in this pile?
Pretty much anything you can imagine that would be in the normal spectrum of use. Anything from, there's a bunch of daggers and knives and swords, there's some halberds, there's a lot of more standard kind of leather and chainmail looking armor, there's some that's rivaling Kalis in shine, or perhaps outshining Kalis. Yeah, just a whole bunch. Some of it looks like just like it was made to be used and that was it. Some of it looks pretty fancy, maybe even ornamental. Yeah.
I'll have you know, I haven't shined my armor in 2 weeks, okay?
Yeah, but it's sort of
It's been a
like
long
there's
time.
this like there's this god who's really shiny who you follow and who imbues you with power or something. Man.
Almost as if you worship the god of shininess.
Right?
Bastard.
How absurd.
How could he? Making me stand out like a sore thumb. Bastard.
Wait, so
That's
what's
kind of
currently
the point.
on the pedestal?
Gold.
We have
Gold
gold.
and
Book.
the book?
We have books from
book?
Quilly and 2 books from Derek.
Well, this is wonderful. A riddle.
Can I assume that there's an axe somewhere in that.
Yeah, multiple.
Just take one of the small axes and like see. I want to see like the quality of it. Like, is this something that I would use, or is this something that I would perceive as valuable? Because I come from a hunter-gatherer society where a weapon is probably more valuable. Helps you eat.
Yeah. There are, as you've been kind of like just scouring the pile, they all seem to be, at the very least, good quality. Like they all seem usable, if not better. And there's actually a few axes. There's some that look like they are more for perhaps felling or splitting wood. And then there are some that are certainly just a weapon, and they all look like they would get the job done.
I want to walk over to the food pile and just look for some bread.
Okay.
And eat a piece of bread.
Okay. Easy enough. There's plenty of bread.
I'm gonna take one of these axes and bring it over.
Okay.
This
Are
is
you
what
putting it on the pedestal?
I'm gonna put it on the pedestal. Yeah.
Okay. Milo, you grab a big halfling fistful of bread. You shove it in your mouth, and it sort of has this almost like melting like cotton candy effect, only it has the nothingness of tofu in terms of flavor profile.
Oh.
Now that's evil.
This is the Feywilds.
I have an idea. I feel like everyone in this group has something in this, in one of these piles that they deem to be valuable to them. I think that we should all pick what we find the most valuable or the most wealthy in terms of whatever item it is. Pick it out, and then for us, we put it on the pedestal ourselves. Because to be honest, and I'm gonna walk over to the pile of religious symbols. I'm gonna rummage through it and try to find a symbol of Bahamut.
Okay. Easy enough to do.
Yeah. I pull it out. I'm assuming it's like an amulet or something like that.
This one's actually a ring.
Okay, a ring for Bahamut. I'll look at it. Walk over to the pedestal and then place it down. Well, this is mine. And I suggest that you others.
No, I put down some books.
I'm going back to the pile of gold and just like and like trotting over with as much gold I can carry in my short little hands and like right on top of it.
Okay. At this point with the books, like the top of the pedestal itself isn't huge. So between the books on there and now there's an axe and some gold and a ring, and then just Kalis, you delicately place the ring, probably thinking of the favor of your bright shining god. And as soon as you step away, Milo, who kind of has to like half jump throw, this pile of gold just comes cascading down on the top, probably knocks the ring off in the process onto the platform, kind of spills out over the edge, and it's both on the pedestal and on the platform itself.
Okay, everyone, I just want to say I did my part.
Yes, you did, Milo. Yes, you did.
Good job.
Can I find like an amulet, just something that has cord symbol on it, in the religious?
Mm-hmm. Easy.
Like what I assume is just like a small amulet, and I want to wrap it around the base of the axe that I picked up.
Okay.
And just put that on my faith in my arms.
Got it.
Can I take a look at that pile of like family crests and stuff like that?
Certainly.
Any that look recognizable at
Oh,
all?
I also
Any
take
family
a
that I might
real
know
piece
of?
of gold from my pocket.
Okay. Got it. Theron, give me investigation check.
A 9.
You don't recognize any of them, weirdly. Like, you're pretty smart. You're pretty learned by proxy of, They almost sort of seem like an attempt to look like what would be a real, like family symbols and things where they are present. But none of them catch your eye as something that you recognize.
Guess it's the symbolism that matters, and I'll just take one of the family crests and put it on the pedestal.
Okay. As you do so, nice breeze wafts by. Another coin ting, 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 off the side. Nothing else about your situation seems to change.
How about you, Quilly?
Scroll still
You have
say the
anything
same
to put on?
thing?
Was there like a pond? Why am I thinking there's like a pond or something near this?
Smells like one. Oh, we
it-
hit one.
Sounds like there's a river, but you don't see one or see where one would even make sense to exist.
It says, "Show me only wealth." Can we take the scroll off the pedestal that it was on?
At the moment, it's covered in a bunch of shit, so you'd have to.
Like dig it out? I mean.
Yeah. As you uncover it and try to remove it, it actually doesn't move.
Oh,
Trying to see if I could show the scroll wealth.
I think it's only one item we have to choose.
I think so.
I think all of these piles are kind of unfamiliar to Quilly. Like, she was looking at the crust. She doesn't know who her family is. She's looking at knowledge. She doesn't remember anything. And so she's going to take out the only thing she really does know. Her broken compass. And she's going to place it on the pedestal to see if anything happens.
Okay. If something happens, you're not sure what.
Damn. Well,
Well, damn, that was my best idea.
Yeah, that was my yeah.
Could always like,
Show me wealth.
I agree with Cully. I think it's a wealth of knowledge, which I think would be books, but that's just me.
But see, that's the problem. We all think wealth is, wealth is subjective, right? You could be wealthy with regards to faith. You could be wealthy with regards to money.
strength, with power, with
Exactly.
everything.
And I'm just gonna sit down right next to the pedestal and look absolutely fucking stumped. Just
Oh,
I mean, I could try an augury, but that really doesn't give me anything.
I'ma look up into the air, shake my fist, and be like, "Give us a hint!"
Milo, as you look
well-
up, you catch out of the corner of your eye in the center of the ceiling, directly above the pedestal, is what looks like a small mirror embedded in the ceiling, directly over the pedestal.
And it says, like, can we see all the words on the, like, in the mirror? Of the...
Yes, you can.
Can I, like, with my body, almost like with my arms, cover all the words except the word wealth?
You put your hands down on it. You look up at the mirror. Assuming Milo communicated this.
Sure, yeah.
just because I realized that, but you look up. As you do, you see a small gold kind of sparkle on the word wealth, and immediately all of you are overcome by darkness and falling once more.
oh goddamn.
I'm a fucking genius! I'm a genius, I tell you!
The answer was look up.
We didn't do a perception.
I took my compass back.
No, we
I
didn't.
don't want to leave that
Is
shit.
it one of my favorite puzzles? Yes.
I'm a genius!
Dude,
That is such a
I'm waiting
fake
for, like,
puzzle.
Did Josh get the answer immediately and then not follow through on it, essentially? Yes.
Damn.
I
Yeah.
thought you were on track to be the fastest group to solve this among the many groups I've used this on. And that was still pretty good. But
As soon as he saw the mirror, I was happy to. I got it, so you don't have to rub it in.
No. That was still good. I've seen some groups tear themselves apart on that one, but falling, more darkness, and this time, as your senses come to you, you realize that you are inside of a small room, a circular room, and there's a desk on one side that has like a little inkwell, like a quill pen in it, some journal or like maybe journals, just small books, parchments kind of neatly arranged on top of it. Behind the desk on the wall is a painting of just a nice little snow-dusted hill landscape. There is a wolfskin rug on the floor, a small kind of end table next to a rocking chair that has a steaming teapot and 2 teacups on it, a small lantern, candle lantern from the ceiling, of which about half of them are lit. There's this sort of sourceless, nice, soft harp music just kind of gently bouncing around the room, which would be happening in real time, save for RPG sounds, so maybe I'll add it in post, who knows. There is one window. There is a door directly behind you, a simple wooden door, and then there's another door across from you that look just about the same. So you have desk, painting, you have a rug, you have your table, rocking chair, and tea, a window, and 2 doors, and a lantern.
Is there a note this time?
A note? Well, where? What do you mean?
On the desk, like something to tell us the riddle.
As you walk over and look at the desk, actually all of the parchments and everything that you see there that would be an anticipated surface to have writing on it, they're all blank. But as Volkar steps over to do that, the scroll from before actually appears in the air, unfurling, and slowly starts writing out the following message. Clever. I'm impressed. Let's see how you handle this one. Vanishes.
I got this, guys. And I kind of walk with a pep in my step, like I just figured out the last riddle, it is what it is. And walk to the rug and like grab it real quick and throw it up in the air.
Okay.
Why?
Looking for something underneath it.
As you do, you're amazed as you see a wooden floor.
That's all I got, guys. Like I said,
slightly cleaner than the rest of the floor from maybe having some surface there instead of things contacting the wood.
A true
I was
genius.
really hoping, there was something there. And then I was like, wait, I got this again with the whole walk and the pep in the step thing. Go behind the painting and grab the painting, and hopefully there's something behind there.
It's incredible. This painting seems to have been hung on a wall. And that wall seems to be made out of wood.
The wall's made out of wood.
Yep.
Okay.
Wood.
3rd time's the charm. Still pep in the step, this 2 things haven't put me down. Go to the door. And swing open the door. Hopefully.
Which door? The one that was the door that was behind where you started, or the one that was across the room from you?
Whatever the one's closest to me right now. Unless I'm in the middle. If I'm in the middle, we're going
right in the middle with the painting. Yeah.
Okay, right is never wrong, so we're going with the right door.
And I'll go to left door.
Okay, so right would be essentially back to the door that was behind you where you started. Milo, you step over, you walk up to the door, you grab it, you swing it open, and you are met with this howling, kind of chaotic, grim, almost wind sound that just comes kind of broiling up from beneath you as you look out into this black, endless, sickening void similar to the space that whatever this individual is in. And as you feel yourself almost get pulled out, there is this sort of flash of motion. You swear that there is some kind of black cloaked figure that appears just in your peripheral. Only Milo sees this. Puts one hand around your waist, pulls you back very quickly, and then vanishes as the door slams shut. And the scroll appears once more and says, "My apologies. Haven't finished that part yet."
Definitely not that
Probably
door,
add
guys.
a lock. And as it says this, you see a lock just materializes on the door. Just a big, like, dramatic kind of almost padlock.
Yeah,
Derek,
just
you step up to the other
don't
door.
open that door.
Yeah, did a lock
You
appear at that
pull-
door?
No lock on that.
Oh, let's have it at the same time. Okay.
And
I just yell, "Be careful when you're opening the door."
I just thinking like Beetlejuice when they leave the house and
yeah.
like the dunes.
are you still gonna open it, Derek?
A lock didn't appear on it?
Nope, just the other one that Milo was at.
I'm thinking like Harry Potter. He opened up. I'll come later.
Yeah, sort
Okay.
of.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, I opened the door, but like stay behind it with my head peeking over it.
Okay. And as you look, you are met with a much calmer, slightly chilly breeze. As you look out to the nice, snow-dusted, rolling hill landscape around you, you see a little bit outside is what looks like a hot spring, like a natural hot spring. There's kind of a raised patio and a table and a couple other basic like food items placed out there. And
Does the
actually
outside match the painting?
I'll get to that. The door actually opens outward, by the way.
Oh, okay.
So hiding behind it, not an option, but you could kind of, hide behind the wall. a
Slowly
little bit.
open it and peek around.
Yeah. And as you do so, you kind of stand there for a second and take in the surroundings. There is this kind of smoky puff about 3 feet in front of you, as suddenly there is this massive, maybe 4 foot high, floating silver gauntleted hand that grabs the door and slams it in your face, knocking you back on your ass.
Oh.
Didn't say the magic words. Didn't say the magic words.
And what are the magic words?
Don't go out there, apparently.
Yeah.
I don't think the doors are the answers, guys. Just yeah. That's my contribution to this puzzle.
From our brief look outside, like I said, does it match the painting?
Yeah.
Like
Relatively.
almost 1 for 1.
A little bit hard to tell, although as you look at it, you see that the little house or building that is in the painting is round, all wood, seems to be similar in maybe in size and general aesthetic, and the rolling hills and snow and whatnot. It's a very different angle than what you would get looking out from the door, but could be the same thing, yeah.
How big's the painting?
It's like 3 foot wide by like 2 foot high.
Is there a window in the painting?
Yes.
I am going to go up to the window. Oh, is there a window in the room?
Yes.
I'm going up to the window and looking out the window.
Okay.
That's it.
While he does that, I'm gonna look at the image.
Okay.
The painting. The painting.
Milo, you see a nice snow-dusted hillside in front of you. And Theron, as you look close, you see it's almost like you're like playing a video game in like 10 FPS. There's no like smooth transition of Milo appearing there, but it's just kind of suddenly there's just this little halfling face kind of just like peeking up over the windowsill at you.
if we want to escape, if escape is the thing, we could either A, burn the picture.
I don't think we should. I don't think we should do that. I don't think we should do that.
That's one option. That's one option. I'm just putting out options.
Mhm.
But there's also a writing desk with inks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my hand on the center of the painting. Anything happen?
No, feels like a painting.
Is there anything on the back of the painting?
No, just canvas.
Is there an artist's name in the bottom?
There is a signature that is maybe a signature. It's just kind of a fancy scrawled out letter A, capital A.
So are we just all looking at this painting right now?
Well, I assume
Unless you're still at the window.
I'm still at the window.
Yeah,
Is everyone else still looking at the painting?
that's what it seems to be. Yeah.
What else was there? There was
No.
What was
a
on the desk
rocking
again?
chair and
Yeah, there is a rocking chair. There's a table with some tea next to that. The desk is just covered in kind of neatly stacked up parchment and like books and journals and whatnot, but they all are empty.
Was there any ink bottles or anything?
There is a little inkwell like built into the desk that's about half full. There's a quill pen currently sticking out of.
I want some tea. I pour myself a cup of tea.
Be careful drinking that.
Mm.
Yeah.
It smells amazing, actually,
Well,
as you get over to it. It's got this sort of like, it's almost like a slight hint of like peach, a little bit of cinnamon. So it's like a lighter tea, yeah.
If you're not drinking it, I'm gonna take a sip.
Okay.
I ate the bread earlier. What could go wrong, right?
You just said like, oh, you doomed us all.
Much to
Why
your
would you
surprise,
tempt fate like that?
It actually tastes really good. It's like a nice, like light, kind of like white tea. It's the perfect temperature immediately as soon as you pour it into one of the little cups. It's actually interesting as you're kind of getting more settled into this room. It seems like it was probably designed for someone of maybe dwarven size. So it's like closer to comfortable for Milo, though still a bit big. But yeah, the tea is good. Smells good. The teapot doesn't seem to lose any weight when you pour it.
Okay, guys. So for this part of the escape room, we have a painting that is a picture of us.
Oh, the
As
cabin we're in.
I have my cabin. I don't know. As I have my little. Is there a teacup or something?
Yeah, there's 2 cups.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I have my little teacup, and in my hand with my little pinky up. Yeah, that's all I got. You guys really gotta do something. You know, I already did the whole floor thing, the painting thing. We even got the whole I'm in the window thing. So come on, let's get this together. As I sip on the tea.
Can I try just grabbing a piece of parchment from the table and writing it using the ink on the desk? Just writing something.
Sure. What would you like to write?
I love puzzles.
Okay. You do write this, and it seems to behave how you would expect a writing utensil and some paper to respond.
Okay. Ink still there?
And yeah, ink is still there, and as you finish, the error scroll again appears next to you and just says, "What a wonderful surprise. As do I." And
Thank
then
you.
Vanishes.
Can I grab the painting and like shake it? Will that is that
God.
doing anything?
By the way, this is comically large in Milo's hands.
That's why I was like, it's like as long as me.
You actually you have to jump a little bit to get it off the wall. Now that I think about it, just a little bit. It is It is a painting that is being violently shaken in front of your face. And what changes is it looks kind of goofy as you do this, but nothing else.
Okay.
Can I take that chair and like throw it through the window? See if the window breaks.
Sure, it's a little bit bigger than the window, but you could try. Smash the window with it, maybe.
I'm gonna try.
Sure, go ahead and just give me a strength check.
Ooh, man, some low rolls right now. 5.
Let's go!
Okay. It seems that the chair might have been a little weaker than you were hoping, and actually just part of the bottom of the of one of the legs just snaps off, and now it's a maybe half rocking chair on the one side. But
is there anything
I
like?
grab. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. Is there anything like under the desks or anything? Maybe anything hidden?
Go ahead and roll to investigate.
Oh, I look up. I look up at the ceiling. I want.
Yeah, let's look up.
Let's look up.
Let's check all the directions.
Probably not, but
What's my investigation?
There's a ceiling above you,
Okay. Oh,
and
19.
that's all you see above you. Quilly, as you are feeling around looking for stuff, you kind of start pulling open some of the drawers, and in one of them, you see a little book. It's the only thing in that drawer. And on the front, it says, Sir Gimmick, an autobiography.
Can I open it? Can I play the autobiography? Or...
Play it?
Let's
What is
play
this,
like
Fallout?
it's a freaking...
It's an audiobook?
I've been playing
it's an
Tiny
audiobook.
Tina's, and so that's what I just picked.
As she's
biograph.
reading her book, I want to try like grab some piece of the chair that got broken
Okay.
and be like, "Let me show you how this is done," and try
Oh.
throwing it at the window also.
oh god.
Cool. Go ahead. I'll just consider the strength because I know that you're accurate enough to hit it. So do that. And Quilly, as this is happening, you see written on the first page is
Oh,
one
God.
sentence, and the rest is completely blank. And it is the sentence that I have just sent in the chat.
I rolled a 14 total.
14.
Adulterous, curious, intense, secretive.
As you grab the leg, Milo, and you chuck it, it does go through part of the window, actually. It doesn't like shatter the whole thing, but the section on like the bottom right that you hit does kind of, shatter and spray
Does
outward a
Quilly
bit.
tell us what the autobiography says?
Yeah, I'll read it out loud. So Gimmick was many things: studious, short-sighted, adulterous, curious, intense, secretive, and most of all, well-mannered.
So
Can I go up to the door and knock on it? Like,
yeah, you can. I was just about to ask, what's Kayla's doing in all this?
This man was stumped on the last
Just
puzzle.
looking
He's just
stressed
sitting
out.
there.
He's just beating his head against the wall. Just...
I'm Kayla's doing.
Oh, did we lose audio from him? Oh.
Oh.
Technical difficulties.
We turn around and Kalis' mouth is just stitched.
It's
Oh,
canon.
no.
What's going on?
Hello. Okay, there we go.
Welcome
Finally.
back. Sorry,
don't
if
know.
s-
I was
said
speaking
things.
so many times that I was like, "Am I just being talked over?"
Oh no! Every
Oh,
time I
no.
looked at you, every
As
single
soon
time I looked at you, you were just doing this, and I didn't ever
As
see
soon
that you
as
were
I
talking.
as soon as I saw Discord and I was talking, I was like, "None of this is registered."
Oh no!
Finally, yes, I was talking.
Damn.
Before I actually said, "It's like I'm gonna go walk over to the door," and then people just talked over me. But that's fine. 'Cause I wasn't making a sound clearly.
Yeah.
I walk over to the door, and at first I was just gonna open it again
Okay.
and see
So
what
let's
happens.
let's go ahead and let's say that's happening as Quilly is kind of grabbing the book out. I'm so sorry. If I'm blatantly not answering you. Yeah,
Even though you're
just
not talking.
type in Discord or something, or see something. But I swear,
It was my fault.
every time I looked at you, you were just like staring angrily into the
No.
board beyond.
I
I was
wasn't
like,
staring
oh god,
angrily, I was
Kalis
just
hates
like-
this.
I was like, what is happening right now? I was so
Okay,
confused.
that's hilarious. Kalis, you walk over,
Yeah.
push the door open. You see the same scene I described before, and
Uh-oh.
you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as a giant silver hand materializes, flips you off, and then just strikes both you and the door simultaneously. You go flying back into the wall, and the door slams shut.
So part 2, definitely not opening no doors.
With
I don't
that,
know. You can open the
Volkar,
door and get just one-shotted, Mikey.
Can
Are you still
I
trying?
Yeah, I'm gonna knock on the door, like polite, like.
Okay. You walk over, you knock on the door, probably stepping over Kalis on the ground. And
Come on, Shiny, don't cry.
I'm crying.
as you
I
knock,
landed on my butt.
broken tailbone.
Yeah.
The door slightly pulls open, about a foot.
I'm gonna bring a cup of tea over.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Okay.
Would you
offer it some tea.
Would you like to come inside, warm up by the fire, enjoy a cup of tea? We'd be happy
Sitting
to
on
have
this
you.
half-broken chair.
I was gonna say, I'd offer you a seat, but it's kind of broken.
Yeah, but I kind of fucked it up.
As,
You can sit on this.
As you say that, and Theron comes over with the tea, you see the hand has appeared once more. And as it begins to clench, it kind of slows down, and then there's another puff of smoke. And instead what you see is this finely dressed, very old elven man who grabs the outside of the door, pulls it open, kind of bows very low, motioning for you to come outside. And as you look, you see that there are maybe 50 or 60 individuals who seem to be having some kind of gathering or party around the hot spring, enjoying food and all that. And the elven man just stands, waiting, motioning, smiling at you.
I'm gonna look at Theron.
So gimmick.
He looks at you, still smiling, wordlessly, nods, and once again bows low and motions for you all to exit.
Get off my ass.
Hey, well, I want to be the first one out.
Okay. He's the first one out.
Okay. And,
And
is anyone...
Eric
8
follows.
Constitution.
Sorry?
I was telling Mikey, take the lead. 8 Constitution.
Yeah. Is anyone not intending to come outside, or are you just waiting to see if Milo dies or something?
I'm going
I'll wait to see if he dies.
Okay. Milo, you step outside, and
you die?
it's a little cold, it's a little chilly, and you hear a whole bunch of voices that seem to match up with these individuals, and you begin smelling food and all sorts of things, and it's quite pleasant out here. And the rest of you watch Milo take a few steps out, kind of sniff the air a little bit, and he doesn't die. Nothing untoward seems to happen.
Yes.
What are the
Okay,
people
well,
doing?
I
Like,
look
just-
back and thank Sir Gimmick for his invitation and start walking towards that.
Okay.
Okay, quick question. So they broke the chair and the window, right?
Yep.
Okay, I go back to the desk, write down, sorry about the chair and window.
Got it. Got it. Okay. And
And then I'll head outside,
I'm head outside as
And-
well.
thanking Sir Gibbons for the invitation.
as you
I'm
all
gonna follow Derek. Thank you.
I believe I've heard everyone say that they're going outside at this point. So you all step outside into the nice crunch of the couple inches of snow that are around, Milo, I imagine you're probably going right to the hot spring.
Yup.
As you get over there and you start stepping up toward it, you feel the warmth kind of wafting up at you. There's this sort of like lurching sensation as all of you, once again, darkness falling. And this time, when your senses recover, you are standing in what seems like a large, old church in like the central chamber
Oh
of it,
God.
maybe 30 feet wide, 80 feet long. There are a bunch of empty, beaten up, broken pews around. The ones on the right side are still mostly standing but look old, some actually kind of moldy and have moss growing on them. The ones on the left side are at best sort of standing. There's a whole section, almost the front half of them, that's just completely smashed and crumbled in. At the far side is kind of the raised stage. There's what looks like a handful of old instruments on the back of it. There's another podium. This one's wooden. And above the stage, on the left side from where you're looking, on the same side with all the destroyed pews, is a large, maybe like 8-foot in diameter hole in the ceiling, where there's just like bits of wood and whatnot hanging. There's water dripping in, and actually you can hear the sound of heavy rain from outside, and a bit of moonlight kind of peeking in through the hole and through the stained glass windows up on the like, peaked ceiling above you. What would you like to do?
Okay, I'll give credit where credit's due.
I'm gonna hold Milo back. Just give it a second. Just give it 2 seconds. That's all I ask. Just give it a few seconds. I think Kalis has this one.
Yeah, we got a resident church boy.
Yeah.
I don't think that's fair. I wasn't that good going to church, actually. I'm not exactly the most studious. I left that up to the priest guards.
You know how the
Wasn't really
priests
for me.
are.
I mean, I guess, but
Yeah, maybe.
I wasn't exactly the most devout. Don't get me wrong. I'm a big fan of Bahamut, but
Yeah,
I'm not one for worship like that.
I'm just a C student.
I guess
C's get degrees, baby.
Yeah, there you go.
I
Can
mean,
you tell maybe who this church is for?
Is there a
I
symbol?
mean, I'll look around. I'll see basically if it's familiar at all.
Is there some kind of altar? Sorry, I don't know if you said that or not.
Yeah, Josh, what did you ask?
If there is, I was asking if there is like an altar or a symbol, something that like pronounced where this church is deifying.
Okay. I would let both Kalis and Volkar give me either just a perception check or a religion check.
It's a 9.
14, 15, 17.
17, okay. So you both take a couple minutes and peer around. You see there's no altar of sorts. There's the podium still on the far side from you on the stage. There are interesting designs in the stained glass, which are mostly in these sort of dark red and purple hues, with a little bit of yellow and green occasionally. And at first, they vaguely look like they might be telling some kind of story, like there's figures and whatnot, but it's like every time your eyes try and focus on part of it, it's you just like can't make out what might be there, and it's weird. You blink, you look away, your eyes are fine, nothing in them, you look back up, and it's just almost kind of blurry. And there's no obvious symbols of any deities, religions, gods that that call out to either of you.
How big is this podium? Like, in relative terms to me?
It's like 2 Milos.
Okay.
I guess, sorry, it's like 1.5 Milos.
Mile
Okay.
and a half.
Yeah.
I am going to look for something for me to stand on to put in front of this podium.
I'm gonna walk up to the podium.
I love this.
Bad,
So
man.
Milo like, kind of starts grabbing one of the pews and trying to move it. It's big and heavy. And Theron, you just take the 3 steps up onto the stage. You walk over to the podium. And
There's
on the
another
podium,
parchment up here.
no, but there's a large book. Very large, heavy, you know, about what you would expect from probably a religious text. And on the front of it are all sorts of intricate, kind of swirled, sort of like almost elven looking in design, just like in the leather on it, but the book is super old, super beat to shit, and there's no title or anything you can make out on the cover of the spine.
I'm still looking for something to put right next to Theron, I guess. So I can stand right next to him.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna open up the book.
Okay, so Milo, you managed to grab a small section of one of the pews that had broken off, and it's a little precarious to balance on, but you kind of managed to squeeze it over there and step up next to Theron.
Awesome.
And
I'm gonna
Theron.
be like trying to peer over his shoulder type thing.
Cool. Well, that might be hard, but
Yeah.
kind of like from the side.
Okay, on the side. Yeah.
As the two of you are looking through the book, it's sort of a similar effect to what was happening with Kalis and Volkar trying to focus on the stained glass. It's like, it looks like there's probably text that was here at some point or is there, and while some of the pages are super water damaged or just beat up and brittle, it's like your eyes just don't want to focus on anything. But as you flip about 30 or so pages in, you see one page that very clearly has this, so you know how like in, oh my god, I just forgot the name of the book. Oh, my high school English teachers would be so disappointed in me. Anyway, how sometimes the first letter of a page, they'll just do this big, grandiose, over the top, you know, presentation for the letter.
Oh,
It's sort of
perfect
one of
calligraphy.
those. Yes. And it's the letter F, a capital F. And as you flip through a bit more, you find that on these pages throughout the book spells out the word faith.
It's called an illuminated initial, by the way.
Got
They're
it.
from illuminated manuscripts.
At least it doesn't say Nicole's dead. Otherwise, I would have closed the book and ran. Sorry.
I was scared it was gonna say, I know what you did last summer.
Oh man.
I watch you in the bathroom.
Kayla says randomly.
And on this
Volkar takes a
pedestal,
big old step to the left.
I'm kidding.
is this roughly the same size as the pedestal from the other, the first puzzle?
It's so that first one was kind of more square. This one's a little bit more rectangle, and it's actually like not flat on the top. It's like angled back and has the lip on the bottom, and like the book was set there like someone would be almost like a sheet music holder sort of. But no, it's not the same size.
Okay. And just flipping through the rest of the book, there's nothing else really there.
Nope, just those few pages that spell that out, and the rest is just damage and blurriness.
Do the pews have, you know, like how some pews have like a back with a little like where like we put the Bible or Theodore or whatever person.
Yeah, they do have those. It's kind of like one just like long.
Is there can I go and check see if there's anything in those?
Sure. Which side, left or right? Right side, the pews are more together. Left side, they're more destroyed.
Let's go to the left side, the one that's not destroyed.
Right is never wrong.
He's looking for just donation money that fell out of the basement.
Yeah.
Can I go?
Again,
Can I go to
Jewish,
the opposite
never
side?
been to church, so I wouldn't know.
The other side.
Yeah, go ahead. Both of you give me investigation checks.
Okay, which die is gonna be nice?
I'm gonna show the book to Kalis. I'm gonna tell him.
You said investigation.
Spells out faith.
Affirmative investigation.
So that's a 7 for me.
Spells out faith.
That's a 18 for me.
The front of the text or the book. Do I notice it?
You notice it?
Like, do I notice like anything special about it?
No, I mean it looks like you can confirm from experience. It looks like it's along the vein of an old religious book. But again, there's no words that your brain recognizes amongst the leather kind of inscription. Derek.
Yes.
As you are looking on the side with the more together pews, you do actually find, as you're walking kind of up and down the rows looking, that there's another similar looking book, a little bit smaller, that's actually just placed sitting on one of them kind of off to the far side. And similar state of decay as the other book that Theron has.
So there's like nothing really readable on it, just...
No, not the front of it, no.
I'll open it and look through it to see if there's anything similar to what Theron said was in that book.
Okay. As you look through this, you find the word trust is spelled out similarly throughout it.
Faith.
Okay, well,
Trust.
this one says trust, yeah.
Okay, guys.
And
Trust.
Pixie dust.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
oh, go ahead, Milo.
I was gonna turn my back to Theron and yell trust fall as I fall backwards on top of him.
Milo, as you turn, you see something you hadn't noticed before. There's a door directly behind the podium on the wall. And there's no knob, there's no handle, there's no obvious mechanism to open it. You can still trust fall if you want to, but you do definitely see this as you turn.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Pause before this whole trust fall thing. So, like, how long has this door been here? As I pointed out to the rest of the group.
None of you.
And then do you trust fall?
And then, yeah. Then
Okay.
I'm gonna do the whole trust fall
All right,
thing.
cool.
Okay.
I'll catch you.
See, I didn't think I was gonna get caught, but that's really nice.
Okay. So that is what Milo anticipates happening in his head. But instead, as you fall back, Theron, you reach forward to sarcastically grab the halfling, and right as he begins to contact your hands, it's almost as if your hands pass through him like an illusion, and there's a smoke. Milo, you feel yourself fall, and everything goes black. Sensationless.
What the fuck?
Did Theron just kill Milo?
I turned to dust. I actually have the Infinity Gauntlet.
Well,
Where the fuck that?
So we're still here. He just
Yeah.
I think he
okay.
He's
went
gone.
to the next.
And
So,
this door he pointed at, do we see it?
Yes. Yes, you
Theron?
do.
Where did
Yeah.
he go?
You're asking
gonna-
me?
Touch the door, see if I can push it.
You were about to catch him, and then he disappeared.
I'm just as baffled as you are.
Okay, you want to try to recreate it? How about you fall into me? Let's try that.
How about you
No.
fall into me?
You fall into me.
All right, gentlemen. First of all, ladies, you're both pretty. You don't need to argue. Second, because I trust you, Kalis,
Yes, Volker.
I have faith because I know that if your strict adherence to saving people will catch me.
Mm-hmm.
Two things. Quilly, as this is happening, you touch the door. Feels like a door, just like a kind of a big. It's like 8 feet high. It's pretty big. Got kind of a slightly dramatic archway that was probably pretty real at one point, but it's kind of just old and shitty like everything else here.
It's extra.
The door does not budge. Volkar, as you begin walking up toward the front, declaring this, you actually, because you were kind of digging through the pews and kind of it took you a little bit longer on this side than it did with Derek. As you kind of start climbing your way out of the destroyed section of it, you actually catch out of the corner of your eye underneath, like the worst part of it, kind of sticking out, is a third book.
Hold that thought.
Mhm.
I still think you're both pretty.
Thanks, I
And
guess.
I'm gonna see the third book and open it.
Okay. Similar situation to the other two. And as you flip through, you find the word blind.
Trust in blind.
Blind faith, blind trust.
Faith.
So I might just like in the.
You're in the
You're just
ether,
permanently,
not here.
you're just
Yeah.
permanently
You're not
blind.
here. You're
Everything
not
just
here.
went dark. Milo, right now, everything went dark and sensationless. And in
okay.
this period of time, Milo is
Is there-
experiencing nothing.
Oh God,
Is there
vegetable.
that big where the thing crashed in it? Is there a hole or something, like a big empty hole or something?
There's a hole in the ceiling, not in the floor. There's like nothing obvious that like doesn't look like anything came through and like hit the ground, but like there's like little tiny bits of wood from the ceiling. But yeah.
Faith. Blind. And trust.
I just remembered something. Where the fuck is Layla?
She's been here fulfilling the purpose of, hi, I'm a character that's run by the DM. And I'm doing
I'm not
puzzles.
gonna do
Here are
shit.
my two options. Here are my two options. Do something and have it be too useful, or do something and have it be so incredibly wrong that I waste 2 hours of everyone's time in real life. So I'm here and I'm implied that I exist. And I was hoping no one was gonna bring me up.
I mean,
Layla, can
Just
you
trust
can
blind
you-
faith?
Yeah.
Trust, blind, and faith. I mean,
Milo had faith that you would catch him,
and he
closed
wasn't
it.
looking at you.
and he
So-
fell, and
Okay, come here, you big oaf. And then I basically signal him to like turn around, and then, come here.
I trust that you will catch me.
I'm gonna look at Theron and we give him like a little wink.
If this doesn't work,
Yes.
and my faith is know that through faith I will beat your ass like a Cherokee drum.
Volkar, I sincerely hope that you place all of your faith in Cord. And then I'm basically just waiting there. Just like,
Now would be a good time to work a miracle. And I fall backwards.
Okay.
Close my
And as
eyes.
he begins to fall in slow motion, eyes closed, Kaelus's hands retract closer to his torso. Volkar, I imagine arms crossed because why not, over the chest. Slams into the hardwood floor beneath him, bashing his head on the ground painfully.
Ouch.
I believe I just made you a promise.
I think you didn't put enough faith in me. I think there was a bit missing, to be completely honest. I think you kind of hesitated a bit.
I believe
User
I
error.
said I will beat you like a Cherokee drum.
What?
I would say,
Yeah.
now that my brain's kicked in on that sentence, maybe we'll refrain from the Cherokee drum part of that.
Yeah.
just as someone with Blackfoot and Cherokee family.
Gotcha.
But no big deal. It just hit me that might, might rub some people the wrong way. So, sorry.
It's
I
also
mean
extremely non-fantastical, I might add.
Yeah. Like explode. I'll give you some fantastical C4 right now.
and on that day, C4 began to exist.
Fantasy 4.
Okay, no, that was all but a joke. If you actually want me to try it again, I will sincerely do it. I promise. And then I basically like
I look at him.
I'll give out like
I look at him.
finger.
I swear on your god.
Okay, I swear on Bahamut. Pinky promise?
I look in his eyes. I want to know if he's bullshitting me. Okay, I'm gonna roll an insight check to see if he's shitting
Sure,
with me.
why
this
not?
time.
Yeah, why not? Let's have at it.
That is a fuck me. It's an 8 plus insight. Oh, 8 plus 5, so 13.
Kalis, how steadfast are you in your faith?
Isn't it?
Just tell
Isn't
me.
I'm basic? Steadfast in my faith.
Yeah, how
I believe in my God.
Yeah.
I like any worthwhile being, I falter a bit from time to time, but if I swear on my God, I'm swearing on my God. I can't really. That's kind of a big no-no in the order. So, but pinky promise. I never disobey a pinky promise. That's for one.
I want you to imagine like an iron hook coming down on your pinky and just squeezing you.
You have to realize, I grew up in the order.
And he's wearing his own
Yeah,
gauntlets.
so this isn't exactly.
Yeah.
This is a regular Tuesday for.
All right. Enough with the pinky promise.
There we go.
crap.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
close my eyes.
Just trust me. Okay.
I close my eyes. I turn around, and I fall backwards.
Okay.
And I try to catch
Kalis.
him.
Okay. You can do so. It's a little clumsy, but you catch him. And there you stand holding Volcar.
I caught you. So what is this?
Just let it happen. I reach up and I caress.
I'm gonna try to open that door. We'll walk by.
I
and
pushed it, nothing
see what
happened.
happens.
Okay, I
There's
let go.
no-
I let go.
There's
I
no
let him
knob,
fall.
there's no handle, there's
Oh,
no obvious mechanism of moving the door. It's just like the figure of a door, essentially.
So Milo turned into smoke because he put blind trust in Theron. Maybe the trust just has to be blind? You kind of knew
Yeah.
he wasn't going to.
He was
not
he was
catch
looking
you.
at that. He was looking at that door when he disappeared.
Yeah.
That is true.
Wait.
So,
I'm gonna close
Hang on.
my eyes
Damn it.
at the door.
Oh, actually,
And
I was gonna say,
Derek
Derek,
was
what
first.
were you about
Yeah,
to say?
Derek,
As
yeah,
you've been,
Derek.
you've been
Oh,
kinda standing by this.
Same thing. I was say, I close my eyes and just try to walk through the door.
I'm a platform 9 3/4 this shit. You know.
Okay. Not to steal this from you, Josh.
No,
you just had a pretty good moment there. Derek, you're watching this. You see Volcar come over, and Volcar, as you turn to do this, you see Derek closes his eyes, walks, and instead of colliding with the door, just vanishes through it. Derek,
Mhm.
you get this almost like wet sensation as you pass through the door, and then numb, dark nothingness.
Okay, so they both could just be dead. Yeah,
They could
we
just
wouldn't
be
know.
dead, but to be
I
honest,
I close
but
my eyes and just rush through.
Okay,
Oh, great.
and you just
We're doing
anyways, forward.
hit your face on the wall.
Oh.
God damn it!
What the hell?
Really?
yeah. Well,
God.
I mean,
Maybe
I think
it-
you might have lost a couple brain cells with that one.
Maybe it only works one
I
way.
don't think
for
he
each
had
person.
any to begin with, but
Oh, he lost a whole
Milo's
point of
not here.
intelligence. He's
I
at
can't
7
hear
now.
I can't hear him.
You hear Milo from the ether.
Okay, we
Hey,
got
why
2
wouldn't
through.
2 out
Is
of
there-
6.
Is there any way to get up to where the hole in the ceiling is? Is there any
Yeah, I mean,
stairs to
If you
go
had
up?
wings or something, you could do it.
Okay,
Aside from
I
that,
know
no.
that I know that's a bit on the nose, but okay, I will recognize that there's a hole in the ceiling, as there was
Okay.
before.
Mhm.
I'm going to sprout my my wings. My eyes will flare, into a nice reddish orange gold flame.
Of course.
And then I will 2 white wings appear, and I will zoom up into the hole in the wall, or in the ceiling.
Okay.
Basically, look down, grab my amulet, and I'm gonna say, "Oh, please! I swear to God, Bahamut, if this is not the thing to do, well, I guess I'll just break a leg." And then I'll close my eyes, and I will contract my wings and just fall to the ground.
Okay. Those below watch Kalis fly up through the hole, wings out, kind of tuck in as he holds the amulet for just a couple seconds before there's this orangish red
Should we try to
flash as the
catch him?
wings
Silver, he breaks
disappear.
the
A
leg.
couple feathers kind of float away above, and he plummets.
Let's try to catch.
You're gonna try and catch him?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and
Can I give her the help
me-
action?
You just got baited, Danny.
I'll say if
Baited
both
by
of
the
you-
DM.
If both of you want to do this, go ahead.
Let me give her the help action because I don't
And-
want him to die. I
yeah.
don't want him to die. I really don't
Quilly-
want him to die.
Sure.
fine.
Just give me. This is gonna be just dexterity. Just how fast can you get over there? Just dex check on this. With I will say Volcar, you can't help with this, but you can also make a check.
For dexterity,
Yes, dex check.
Dexterity. Okay.
15.
Just let me do it. Just let me do it.
Let me
Okay,
die.
no, it was bad anyway. It was an 8.
It was an 8. Okay. Quilly, as you start running, your foot actually kind of hits a small, like, slick, wet patch on the ground, and you, like, don't get the takeoff that you wanted to. Volcar just comes barreling over, diving, and as your arms wrap around Kalis, you find that you just slam into the floor, empty-handed. Kalis,
This is becoming
You-
a pattern.
your wings tuck in, you fall. You see a slight glow above you just through the darkness of your lids. And this nice, slow, almost gentle falling sensation for a few seconds before nothing. Leaving. 3 of you in a church. 2 of you on the ground. Volcar having a bad run at this.
I know somewhere.
We have half
somewhere
the
out there.
we have the left
My
side of the
father's-
party.
My father is looking at me and saying, "Oh God, what a schmuck I've raised."
Oh boy. Oh no. What other acts of trust are there? Blind trust. I mean, the only thing I can trust is Lila, but the only thing I do.
I'm gonna do something. This is not. I get down on a knee. I take a knee. I take my hammer, put it up in front of me, close my eyes, and I just pray.
Okay.
For a sign, for anything, just a complete act of faith. Like giving themselves completely to the universe.
Okay. As you kneel down and begin to pray, hoping that maybe something will come of this, you are currently in a state of praying, and I'll come back to that if and when necessary. So as Volcar does this, what are our 2 remaining contestants to do?
I don't know.
What else is here in the room? Any other stairs or anything like that go up or down into another level or anything like that? It's just 4 walls and a roof.
4 walls, a roof. There's a floor. There's a stage. You got 1 door. There's some instruments, some kind of like beat up old instruments on the stage around you. And aside from that, nothing that you can see.
The piano.
No, it's more like handheld stuff. There's kind of a small harp that's definitely missing a few strings and has a little puncture hole in the side of it. An old lyre that's on the ground. A couple other small almost like ocarina and like little flutes and whatnot. And yeah, handful of
try to
things
play
like
the
that.
flute.
You're gonna try and play the flute?
Yeah. See
Okay.
if it's like a Legend of Zelda thing. You gotta just play the ocarina.
Sure. Go ahead and I guess this will just be a performance check on this one.
Oh, great. Still a -1. My charisma
Yeah.
shit.
I know.
Who knows? Oh, that landed on my computer. Not any better. That's a 5.
So this flute is in worse condition than you thought when you picked it up. Only revealed to you when you begin trying to flute it. It
Fluted.
has a real unpleasant sort of sharpness and hollowness to the notes, where you're not even really sure if anything you're touching or doing is having much of an effect on the airflow.
Damn. I'm stumped. I'll offer my hand out to Lila. Trustful?
I mean, we can do it, but I don't think it's gonna work this time.
Do you trust me?
Yeah, whatever. And she just, in the same motion, turns. She actually just kind of like uses her right hand to kind of sweep her left foot off the ground and just like falls a little bit heavier than maybe you were expecting back towards you. And you know, you're fairly
Catch
strong.
her.
You can catch
Yeah.
her. Meanwhile, Derek, Kalis, and Milo, I would love for the three of you to join me in the secret chat.
Whoa,
And
secret.
also turn off your webcam in Vorpal until we're back, so they can't read any lips.
Secret message. Secret message.
God.
Okay. Well,
How do I deal with instruments?
sorry. What was that?
Secret chat.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Um,
No, I had an idea for the instruments.
Oh, fair. We can get to that. So at this moment, the three of you find yourselves back in the kind of dark void-like space with the hooded figure in front of you, still seated in the chair. And as you not so much land, but kind of just like realize that you're there, you feel great. Like, essentially as if you have perhaps just finished resting for a long period of time. And as you look at this figure, there's a little bit of a smile. Holds the hand up. A new scroll appears. And on it is, as if you're looking down from the ceiling of this place, almost like through the hole, you are watching the scene with the rest of your party back in the church. And then the second scroll with the text appears next to that and says, "This is too amusing to experience by myself. Come now, let us share a laugh." And again, none of you can speak or make any noise in this space. Everything is dead silent. But as you watch, you see whatever we're about to jump back into. So, just for the hell of it, when we go back, just leave your webcams off.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we mute too, or?
We can just refrain from talking.
Yeah. I mean, you can mute if you want to, but we'll keep the webcams off because it's super ominous.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's go back.
Oh no, the secrets are back.
The
I'm
secret people are back.
Tell me your secrets.
What are you doing?
Ah, damn. We're back here.
We were talking about the charities that are near and dear to our heart. Take this as a big charity for me.
Okay, fair. Unfortunately, the stream is not going to have heard any of that, but we can advocate charities. Yeah, we can get to that later.
When we get big.
Though I do appreciate it. I appreciate it very much. But in the moment, it seems that those in need of charity are the three of you left in this old church.
Yep, probably.
I'm completely stumped, so I'm gonna pull out my symbol of Ioun, and I'm gonna do the same thing that Volkar's doing. I'm gonna get down and start praying. I'm gonna say, knowing mistress, you've never led me astray so far. I place my fate into your hands, and I'll just close my eyes and wait.
Okay.
Volkar is, again, he's got his hammer, he's kneeling down. Lo do they call me, you bid me take my place among them in the halls, where the brave may live forever. Cord, I ask you to send me a sign to show, I put my faith in you, I ask that you do the same and put your faith in me.
Okay.
Balls. I guess I'll take out my compass.
Sorry, I want that moment illustrated now. The two of them deep in prayer and Quilly looking around flabbergasted and says,
ball.
Oh my god.
Banhart, you know what to do.
You know what to do. Holy shit, make that one happen. Alright, so you take your compass.
I'll take out my
First
compass.
subscriber to make that happen gets a second free dice bag.
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
I'll look at it. I literally have no idea what to believe. This is the only thing I have from before. So I guess it's the only thing I have to believe. And I just hold it to my heart.
Okay. And there, the three of you exist in various states of faith, prayer, maybe desperation, probably some confusion at the situation, Volkar, some throbbing pain to the head. For what feels like forever. Hard to place how long you've been there. Time kind of blurs. The three of you find yourselves in this relaxing, calm, sort of meditative state. Who's the first to open their eyes?
I will.
Okay. Willie, you open your eyes and you see about 30 feet in front of you a cloaked figure in a wooden chair. You see to the left side of you Derek, Kalis, and Milo. You see about 10 feet to the other side of you Theron and Volkar, both still in their prayer and meditative positions, eyes closed.
What the shit?
And again, no sound here. Can't speak. And left side, we can get those webcams back on.
Hello. Derek just waves to Willie.
And Quilly, the scroll appears in front of you and just writes out, I wonder how long they'll go. Now, for Derek, Kalis, and Milo, you watched this for also, you have no idea how long. It's just kind of just like mind-numbing, just like, and at some point, this unsuppressible laughter wells up within all of you as you see open cackling on the mouth of this figure, and it's completely silent, but you can feel it. And all of you spend, you don't even know how long, rolling on the ground, maybe even almost vomiting from laughing so hard, when suddenly you look up and realize the three of them are there, and about 30 seconds later, Quilly opens her eyes. And the other two are still just blissfully unaware, committed to their faith in silence.
Is this involuntary laughter?
Yeah.
Like, if I don't even want to laugh,
Yeah.
I'm still like, oh.
It just happens. And
From an
it's like,
outside source,
I'm
would you
going
say
with
that
it.
this is hideous laughter?
no, I would not say that at all.
Not his mouth.
Who of the remaining two, if either of you would at any point give in and crack an eye open, who would be next to break?
I'm an elf. I could wait fucking forever.
Fair.
Volkar, you staying fast? Clinging to your faith?
Does anyone have a Sharpie?
Shall we roll these?
Can I, I'll actually walk up to Volkar.
Okay.
And, I'm gonna look back at the hooded figure. I'm gonna point it at Volkar. I'm basically gonna give, like, the okay sign. Like, thumbs up, thumbs down. Point at him.
See just a slight shrug of the shoulders and a kind of a bemused smirk.
Okay. Gonna poke Volkar.
Okay.
Fly or something.
I can't hear
I'll
you.
try
He
throwing
mouths.
something at him.
Yeah, he mouths it and I mouth back. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. So I poke him again. Keep poking him. Keep poking.
Just not gonna open your eyes.
Can I like feel the poke without opening my eyes? Wrap my hand around.
I'm gonna grab his hand, or I'm gonna try to grab his hand while he.
Let's just for the hell of it, let's get some dex checks.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, that's a natural one.
Okay. Oh, okay. I got 16 minus 1, so it's 15.
Yeah, easy enough. He's kind of a little sluggish in his deep meditative states. And you grab his hand. And Volkar, you're very much aware of the sensations of this, at least.
I know that.
I'm gonna poke him one more time.
I'm going to cock my fist back
Oh my
And-
goodness.
as I open my eyes and punch the ever-living shit out of this whoever's been poking me.
Sure.
Can I roll it? Can I roll again for it for an unarmed attack?
Sure. Sure, why not? Why not? I always like to end my meditative sessions with assault. Good way to reintegrate.
Every Sunday after church.
Yep.
No, that's a 20. That's a 21.
Yeah, he
Okay.
hits me.
As you do, Kalis, you see this coming and you're like, oh shit, you gotta step back, and he's too quick for you. And as it contacts, you expect pain, and instead there's this weird silent burst of almost like somewhere between like confetti and a small firework that just at the point of impact just explodes outward. And there's no pain. There's a little bit of a sensation of him contacting you. And Kalis, you kind of step back about a foot or so as these bright colors and lights kind of fade out into darkness.
Birthday party?
And the scroll, still kind of in front of the other three, writes, "How long do we let this go?"
No, I'm hoping he's gonna open his eyes. I'm hoping.
Oh, Mr. Magic Man. Oh,
He's an elf.
Mr. Magic Man.
Oh, are you poking? You're poking me. As soon as I get poked, I open my eyes.
No,
Is
I'm
anyone
still
harassing you,
waiting
or just
for
waiting.
I'm still waiting
just-
for Volkar to open his eyes.
Like
Yeah.
Oh,
I
he
think
did.
he said he opened his
Volkar
eyes
opened
when he
his
I
eyes.
punched
opened
you.
my eyes.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, you finally
And-
did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as
Okay.
you look around, you see where you are and everyone else, and Varen is still there, silently watching.
After he opens his eyes.
Oh,
I
Mr.
just
Magic
give him a little
Man.
pinky.
Just a little pinky promise,
Just-
pinky.
I
Just a little
hit
pinky.
you. I know I hit you.
He mouths silently.
I feel shit. Pinky promise.
For those of you who might listen to this in an audio-only format, you're missing a silent display of brutality from Volkar.
Every single curse word in the dictionary is being used right now.
It's pretty incredible. We're gonna get some good gifts out of this, I'm sure.
Oh,
Give it to me. Just give me the pinky promise. I help. Come on. Just be a friend. Come on. Just give it to me.
Theron. There is suddenly the sensation of a cold liquid being poured upon the top of your head. And it moves very slowly and sort of unnaturally, but it is incredibly jarring. As you all see, this figure just kind of raises their hand and moves their fingers a little bit, and this kind of stream of just weird-looking water just begins to just trickle out of nowhere onto Theron.
Without opening my eyes, I move spots. No, I'm just joking. I open my eyes.
And Theron leaves the campaign in a meditative state here. Yeah, as you open your eyes, you look around and see everyone.
I'll stand up. What is happening? Say muted.
And the scroll appears again. Well, it's still there, kind of shifts over and almost seems to grow in size as the perspective that you're looking at it is shifting in ways that it shouldn't be. And it writes, I haven't wanted to laugh so hard in decades. Now, about those rewards.
Wait, I wanted the
And-
answer to the riddle.
We're gonna go ahead and take our break because we're about an hour and 50 minutes in. We are live. Good news. It doesn't seem to have lost anything from the first half, so that's cool.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll also, for everyone watching, sorry about my horrible front lighting and my unfortunate Irish red skin that just looks so much worse in all lighting. I'm working on getting a better lighting setup still, so, you know, can't do anything about it right now. Also, our soundboard is still not working, so great. Love technology. But with that, you are all essentially being given some loot, which I have not put in D&D Beyond quite yet, but I have if I can get my shit
We get a
together,
long rest, by the way.
Yeah, amazingly, you essentially did. But
Okay,
Yeah.
so I was curious because I don't know.
that's
if you,
essentially what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
Like,
you said
good
you
sleeping
you,
the
you
next-
fe- Yeah, it's like it felt like you had a
We were in
Yep.
there for
good
a
old
while.
long rest.
Yep.
I was like, okay.
So yeah, all of you are considered long rested,
Oh my god.
and the options I'm gonna put in the loot chat I made earlier. They're just they're big text blocks, images right now. So let me send them all, and then I'll talk about them. Just because the viewers aren't gonna see what any of this stuff does. So, first is a pouch of 8 beads of force. Those are just an existing item in D&D. I'm not going to exactly describe what they do. It's in there, but there you go. Second is a crossbow, a magic crossbow that magically creates its own net every day, 1 net a day, and you can shoot nets out of a crossbow.
Cool.
The third one is a set of friendship amulets, which whoever takes those, I will let decide what they look like, because why not? They do a few things, and I'll actually read this because this is one of my favorite items I've made. First of all, to attune, you have to spend 1 hour engaged in deep conversation, revealing your truest self to one another, as friends would. And for the purposes of this, friend, capital F, refers to the wearer, the creature wearing and attuned to the other amulet. Gives you the following benefits. First, you always know the location of your friend as long as they're within 1,000 feet of you and on the same plane. Second, once per day, you get to use something called the Truest Medicine, and when you imbue a healing effect upon your friend, it will automatically heal for the maximum possible value. And, also once per day, Friendly Retribution. As a bonus action, you may teleport up to 15 feet and appear directly behind a creature that is engaged in melee combat with your friend.
Yeah.
Next item.
That's nice. Oh,
We
we're
have-
done.
The Lucky Dodge Belt, which does require attunement, gives you +1 to your AC, gives you once per day the option of either of these. After failing a dex save, you may reroll and take the new result, or grant yourself advantage on a dex check, and you must declare that before rolling. And the last item is a tin filled with what is called shell paste lotion, which it comes with 8 doses or uses of, and a medium creature may use 1 dose to apply it to the skin, causing an exoskeleton-like growth to shield them for 1 hour. It increases your AC by 2. Small creatures need half a dose, large creatures need 2, and there you go. So it's essentially 6 items with the 2 friendship amulets, and take as much time as you want to deliberate. If it gets ridiculous, I'll just cut it out of the video because
We can only choose one.
the group is being handed all of these. So do
ooh.
what you want
I want the friendship amulet.
with them.
Really? I thought you might want the belt because you're a fucking
I was gonna
weakling.
say,
Yeah.
Nope.
with the truest
Nope.
medicine, a healing effect you imbue. So, do you have any healing spells?
And that does refer to
Me?
potions as well, by the way.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that. But
I
Kalis,
just want
Dokar,
the
and
healing.
Derek have healing spells.
I have a
Yeah.
healing spell too.
Oh fuck! If Milo doesn't want the belt, I'll take it.
Okay, we know who gets the belt.
Does anybody else want to lay claim to the belt?
I was
Let
thinking
me
about
read
taking
it
the belt.
again.
I have 11 AC.
I'm
Oh.
an 18 AC because I have my shield, so I'm very good right now on AC wise.
I feel like that should go to whoever has the lowest AC.
Yeah.
Mine's 13.
Don't you have an 11 AC, Milo? Mikey?
Yeah, but no, I have 13 actually.
I
guess.
think
You know
I
what?
think Theron would actually make the best use of the crossbow.
You know, I
Alright.
could take the shell paste lotion.
I'm gonna say that Volkar and Kayla should take the friendship bracelets.
The friendship amulet.
Yeah,
After that pinky promise.
yeah. I think we're
Yeah, I could go with the friendship amulet. I'd be down.
I'll take the beads of force.
So that leaves the shell paste.
I'll take the shell paste.
I'll
Oh,
take
wait,
the
so who's
crossbow.
Okay, I'm so confused. Okay, from the top, force, beads of force. Who gets the beads of force? Quilly gets the beads of force. Crossbow. Who gets the crossbow?
I'm taking the crossbow.
Milo takes the crossbow. I guess me, Volker. We're gonna have to spill each other, our feelings and shit
all
like
of
that. You
our
understand?
everything.
darkest secrets.
You understand that, right?
We need a
ready to go
slumber
deep
party
with you.
now.
Oh, I don't know what I'm in for. Okay, and then the belt goes to Derek, and then
I
the
think it's
shell-
time we worked.
No,
out
it goes to
okay.
Theron.
Belt
There's
goes to
one-
Theron, and then shell paste
and then-
lotion goes to
yeah.
Derek.
Yeah.
There we
Yes.
go. Okay, finished. Finito.
Sounds good, everybody?
Finito Mussolini.
Good dispersal of goods.
Okay.
You good? Can you hear us?
I don't know. Blair, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Did you hear any of that, or?
Writing it down.
I think it might just be he's writing down the item.
Oh, I'm here.
yeah, it's just
Can you hear me?
I don't know. Is everyone's cool with that? That's
Yeah,
the
everyone's
what's the
good.
official
Yeah, I'm good with it.
loot spread there.
Yeah, shell paste was probably the closest thing to mage armor I'll get.
Don't tell me I never
Yes.
gave you nothing.
You never gave us anything.
Fuck. And with that, Derek dies.
No,
With
backstory.
the rewards passed out. And by the way, my favorite part of this is that this discussion would have in character somehow happened non-verbally.
Oh, true.
Which is so much better. But I wasn't gonna do that. I wasn't gonna do that to everyone involved in this process.
Is my best friend.
And after rewards have been accepted, the scroll, which has still been out, displays a new message that says, I had fun. I hope you had fun. If you're interested in coming back for some more fun, kind of, you see the figure waves the hand as the gold goblet kind of just appears in the air about 4 feet in front of Kalis and just kind of hits you in the chest. Fill that with alcohol. Spin in a circle 3 times. And scream, "Oh shit."
Yes, that sounds legit.
Yours
Holy.
truly, capital A.
Hey.
I'm gonna give him like the one finger, like wait.
Mhm.
I'm gonna take out my leather prayer book. I'm gonna find page near the end. It's not yet written on. I'm gonna rip out a page. I'm gonna write on it. Where was the final person? Question mark. Did Chester do anything to them? Question mark. I'll flip it to A.
As you do, it actually kind of folds itself up into a little paper airplane form and flies over into its lap. Looks down at it. waves a hand, the scroll resets. Kalis, you get this slight kind of like fuzziness almost in your brain, just real briefly. It's like a second. You see the figure nods. No, I'm afraid Chester hasn't had that much fun recently. The person you ask of no longer lives.
What happened to them? Question mark. And this time, I'm not gonna let him paper airplane it. I'm gonna crumple it up and I'm gonna throw it at him.
Okay, and as you do, it unfurls into a paper airplane in the air and flies over. Waves the other hand this time, and you see the other scroll that you were watching the others in the church from appears once more. And you see, as if you're looking down from the ceiling of the large cavernous chamber that you were in before you were here, just flashes of some images. I guess it's almost like short clips lasting half a second, maybe a second, kind of quickly.
Compilation video.
Yeah, sort of. Of gnolls. More gnolls. Really big, scary gnoll with some gray and black coloration and the skull on top of their head that matches the description you've now heard both from Lila and from Mirka reporting back from Sinclair. There is one that walks with this limp. Its left leg is like kind of like crushed inward almost at the hip, and the whole leg is turned to the side. Has this large scepter. And then there are various people tied up, unconscious, in all manner of unhealthy states. Kind of just in the room. It kind of cuts. There's 1, there's 5, there's 8, 10. And then it kind of pauses. You notice writing on the scroll that says, I can show you the rest, but I think you've already figured it out. It's quite upsetting.
Show it to me.
Nods a little bit, and the images continue flashing.
Seeing
15,
this, right?
18 people, and anyone who wants to be looking at this can see this, yes. And then it cuts. The beginning of the pile of bodies that you had seen is kind of forming. There's 2. You just see a small halfling being drug up to the top, kind of raised platform. And suspended around the midsection like the other figure that you had seen when you were physically in the room. The one with the scepter, the gnoll with the scepter, walks up. You see is actively bleeding from the hand and the wrist, holds it up over, and at this point it's actually playing consistently, like you're just watching this happen now. Holds the hand up over. Blood begins to drip down onto the face and into the open mouth of the halfling. And You don't hear anything, but you can see its mouth moving, almost as if it's speaking. Steps back, takes the scepter, slams it on the ground twice. The large knoll nearby, the gray and black one, takes a large spear and just impales straight, clean through the halfling. In and out, one quick motion. There's a kind of pulsing, almost smoky energy that starts to emit from the top of the scepter and actually from the ground underneath, as you see the blood has kind of pooled up and begins to almost sink into the rock itself. And then just a quick, just flashing images of this happening again and again and again and again, until finally, when there are two remaining figures that are still tied up over by the entrance, you recognize the two that you found on the wall. You see the body that is suspended from the rope currently. Seems to be the last one that they have done this with. And as the gnoll with the scepter, you see kind of leads almost like a howling or something, where they're all kind of in unison, heads reared back and up, looking like they're cackling or whatever it is they do in unison, before it takes the scepter and slams it into the ground twice again. Everything stops. Reaches down, places the still bleeding hand into where on the ground the blood has been kind of gathering and dissipating into. There's this purple flash, almost like a small black hole. Like everything kind of just gets strange, and it's almost like all of the light around it gets pulled in to the center of this little portal that opens up. Just an instant. The one with the scepter, nowhere to be seen. Another image flashes. The gnolls leaving, following the large black and gray one. Get a flash of them back toward the mouth of the cave, exiting. And another image that just shows the sight of the other two who were left on the wall as you had found them. And then the writing says to you on the other scroll, "Unfortunately, I find myself unable to leave this place. And while through the goblets, I have some means of interacting with it, I am ultimately separate from your prime material plane. And it is beyond my power to get myself from here. So I have seen, and I have sat powerlessly. And that's the end of the message."
And he threw like the goblet at me, right?
Yeah.
Did he tell us his name?
Is it A?
A.
Capital
Yep.
A. I'll put the goblet, or I'll throw the goblet to Quilly.
What? Oh.
Can't hear anything.
Yeah. Throw it to Quilly. I'll look back at A.
Take us.
Are we kind of like floating, or are we like standing here?
You're standing. There's solid ground below you.
Okay, okay.
And then
Ugh, I don't have any paper, I don't think.
I really wanted to like
And then
float around.
I don't know if he can like actually understand us, or if we're just like, maybe he can read my lips. I'm just gonna say, how do we get out of here?
As you mouth that, a little smile creeps over the face. You hear a voice kind of faintly. You're not sure if you hear it or if it's just kind of an understanding of the message. Well, of course, like this. It's a silent snap.
Ask him.
And suddenly, you are all back. About 60 feet before the entrance to the room you just watched all that happen in.
Quilly, can
Yes. Oh,
let's
What?
Check the cell
Check-
phone.
check
check- Oh.
see if Mirka has called. I'm just gonna
Oh.
process.
oh yeah. Do I have any new messages?
No?
Okay.
Can
I'll
someone
write.
just explain to me why we just wasted our entire time? We should have gone north.
I mean,
we
we got
should
some
have
cool stuff.
I mean, we
Now
got
we
these
know,
items, so it wasn't a complete waste. And we got some more information about the gnolls.
We know what we're up against now.
Knew what we were up against already.
Well, at least we tried to save people, even though we didn't. We tried, okay? It was worth the try.
No, it wasn't. We did nothing.
It
We
was
played
worth.
games with a fairy.
And we got items out of it that could help us.
Yes.
Derek, I like you. I like your spirit. But ultimately, personal gain grants us nothing. We now have to deal with an entrenched foe in the north. They now have a base of operations. They have a security around them. We could have hit them while they were preparing. We could have hit them while they were unprepared. We could have caught up to them.
You think
gonna
2
take us
weeks of
days to
travel?
get-
You think 2 weeks
I
of
think
travel
we
would
could
have given us
gathered
enough
an
time?
army, and I think we could have gathered an army by that time. And
We've been
we
gone
wasted 2 days.
a couple of hours.
When minutes.
You think minutes would make
Will
a
make
difference here?
Minutes will make all the difference.
Well, now we have tools to succeed. If we didn't have them, we could die.
We're gonna die anyway. At least it will be worth something.
Well, let's
Take that up with your own god.
Let's just get out of this cave. It's
Out of caves.
yeah.
Yeah. It's enough caves for a lifetime.
What's done is done. Let's just get out of here and head towards Sinclair.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll just check in with Mirka to say, I don't know how long we've been gone. We kind of got trapped in a riddle plane, but we got some new weapons. We're heading to Sinclair now. The people didn't make it.
Ask him what time it is. What
What-
day is it?
Day is it?
How long has it been?
How long has it been?
Since the last message, I guess.
About 3 minutes pass before you get a response, and it puts, in quotes, riddle plane. If this requires further explanation, please provide it.
It doesn't.
It has been approximately 2 hours since your last message.
Not awful.
This is unfortunate news. Where are you headed now? To Sinclair?
Yes. Yeah, we're heading to Sinclair.
Click the send button.
And, yeah, essentially bids you safe travel again and says he will contact you if there are any updates on his end, but he expects the same consistent communication along the way.
To Sinclair.
Let's go.
Yay. It's a little awkward right now.
2 hours isn't that long.
Imagine when they
No.
have to do their little hour-long talk.
Well, here's the thing. It's actually been, because you were in the cave and walking around and doing some other stuff, was probably pretty close to 2 hours of you walking through the cave to get down there. And you sent a message at the mouth of the cave. So, do with that what you will. But, you begin as a group heading back out. And after the couple hours of travel, you find yourselves back at the exit to the cave.
Is it still light out, or is it sun going down?
It is. So you actually got there around midday. So it's still pretty light. You still have a good amount of light left. It's probably 4:30ish.
Onward.
So you've got
Keep
a
walking
few
around
hours
got
of
the
light. Yeah.
daylight.
And so, essentially, we'll skip the travel montage. I will say, as you set up camp for the first evening, those of you who have items that need attuning to, if you would like to do so, please do so. I will make these in D&D Beyond after this, so we can officially have them in there. And Kalis and Volkar, stop me at whatever point you want to become friends, because it's going to be real weird now. So, and that doesn't have to be today. It can be when you want to, but until that happens,
You
you're
guys
not
got the
attuned to the
friendship
item.
list.
So, cut in when that's ready to happen. So, but essentially, just for the sake of not dragging things out forever, because not every step of the journey needs to be super exciting, you spend the next 2 days after you awaken just walking north, checking in with Mirka. Go ahead.
I was gonna, during that when we first started traveling back to Sinclair.
Yep.
I would have wanted to talk to Quilly
Okay.
during like a watch or something.
Yeah, have at it. We'll say it's that first night, and you're on the
Yeah.
first watch, so yeah, take it away.
Okay. Hey, Quilly.
Evening.
About what happened yesterday with the whole freezing you.
Oh, that. I almost forgot about it. Thanks for reminding me.
No, like, sorry, like, yeah, I was
Like-
off that day.
I've had worse, really.
No,
It's fine.
No, it's not
Fast
because.
is fast.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, yeah.
I still feel about it. There were a lot of other things I could have done besides that.
Yeah. Maybe just be aware of who's around when you shoot
No. Like I
long range
said-
spells.
Well, that's the thing. I was aware, and I knew you
Oh.
and Lila
Oh.
would be in the crossfire.
Oh, I see.
Like I said, but I was off my game that day. Wasn't expecting a call from home.
Gets a bad text from his ex, takes it out on his friends.
I see. I
Yeah.
see.
Sounds about right.
That kind of threw me off a bit.
It's alright, I've been that guy.
Well, hey, maybe I'll get you back one day. Won't be as bad as 20 points of damage, but we'll see. Keep an eye out.
sir.
I know
will.
when you sleep.
Lila kind of leans in between the two of you.
Oh, hi. I forgot you were there.
I guess I can just go fuck myself then. That's all right. That's cool.
I
I'm
thought
not
you
taking
were
a watch
asleep.
tonight. Just walked over to fall asleep.
Wait, I
Okay.
also wanted to do my. Oh, when you guys are done. I wanna
Oh,
do my-
yeah, I was also gonna apologize to Lila during one of those long rests.
Okay, that's fair. She's walking away right now, so
Yeah.
I would say if you want to now, might be the moment.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm sorry about getting you with that. It was a bad decision. And calculated risk, but unnecessary risk.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I just thought it was cool. Like I'm not.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, and then Kalis and Volcar with the, it was crazy, and Milo, and he got that was the most fun I've had in a long time. I mean, you're fine. I hear your apology. I appreciate it, and it don't mean shit to me because I was not offended. So, you know, as far as I'm concerned, if there's anyone in the group you're gonna hit with any crazy shit like that, might as well be me. So, I like calculated risk. A lot of fun. She winks at you. Heads off to bed.
I feel like I'm cracking my knuckles behind Lila.
Okay. And
Okay.
is that the end of the conversation? Is there more to be had?
That was it.
Okay.
Wait, before she walks away, I
Yeah.
wanted to go up to her.
Yeah.
And
No, just let her walk away.
Oh,
Cannot
no.
handle this.
What you got?
Cannot handle this.
I'm gonna say, so how fast are you? And I have the whole crossway with the two-handed thing in hand.
Whoa,
It's like,
that's a bad idea.
and
That's
look at
a great
her,
idea.
and just like wink my eyes at her, and I'm just holding it in my hand, shaking it, and still winking. I'm not winking, but like with the eyebrow
So much
thing.
worse.
So
The eyebrow
bad
wiggle.
idea.
Yeah.
For someone who's been on the receiving end, that's a bad idea.
And
She
waiting
stops.
for a response from her.
She looks at you. She just mouths calculated risk and just turns and just tries to bolt. Go ahead. And if you want to take a shot at her, go
I'm
ahead.
doing it.
And it'll essentially be the same roll as well, do you have, are you proficient with crossbows? Is the
Heavy
question.
crossbows.
Heavy
Oh,
crossbow.
it says, I don't
This is
know
a
about
big
that.
crossbow. This is a big crossbow, yeah. It's a two-hander.
Okay. No, but I want to do it anyways.
Okay. Well,
Just
it's going to be
dex.
d20 plus your dexterity modifier against
Okay.
her armor class.
I have a feeling I know what she's gonna try to do.
And I rolled a 13. Or 10 plus 3, so 13.
13.
Yep.
As you shoot, she looks back, and you can see it's definitely not going to catch her. And she conveniently catches her foot on something and kind of stumbles a little bit back into it as it wraps around her and just tightens up, and she just hits the ground under the net. And she looks back at you and goes, well, shit, I've had weirder things.
Oh,
pretty cool.
darn. And
Actually,
that was it. That was
I
all
might
I
just take a
wanted.
nap under this. Okay.
It's a little warmer.
And so, with that, 2 more days of travel. Any other conversations or things to be had during this period of time? Voice them now.
Volcar has not spoken in the past 2 days.
Wait,
Go over to
Coincidentally, Theron's more at peace than normal.
Completely unrelated.
Yeah.
I'm actually
I
gonna go sit
also-
next to Quilly.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, how have you been? I don't know. Just
How have I
making
been?
making small talk, you know.
It's been a pretty interesting few days.
That's true.
It's been very gory, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Lots of
Um,
yelling.
Slightly traumatic.
Oh, very traumatic. Oh, for sure.
Yeah. I have a question.
I may or may not have an answer.
It's kind of personal.
Hmm.
Do I look like a failure to you?
A failure.
That's a trap. That's a trap question if I've ever heard one.
A failure? In what?
Yeah. Like, I don't know, like, what I've done so far. What I've tried to do.
What you've tried to do. The only thing I've seen you do, or tried to do, is help people. And...
I mean, I haven't helped many people so far, so... I guess it
hey,
leads us in one direction.
we helped, like, so many children. And... Yeah, you can't save everyone. But you try. And that's really all it takes.
I know, it just feels like I'm not saving enough.
No one can ever save enough. But the ones that you do...
I guess.
I don't think you'll fail.
No.
To be honest, I've only known you for like a week, but...
Fair enough, that's not exactly the greatest span of time to get to know someone.
From what I've seen, you have successfully tried your best to help people and to do the right thing.
Well, at least one of us thinks so.
I think more than one. Some may not just show it.
I mean... I don't know if he's sleeping or not, or we're on like a...
Oh no, he is awake.
He's awake?
He is looking at you with murderous intent.
Trouble in paradise.
I shrug it off. Nah, no trouble at all.
Like flicking a coin across his knuckles. Like,
I don't exactly know why he's so
I think
angry.
He's worried about his temple to Cord. I think he's very attached to the mission. And he's just worried. Granted, he can take it down like just one notch, maybe two. But I think his heart's in the right place and that your heart's in the right place.
Maybe you're right.
I tend to be right at things sometimes.
Well, I don't know. Well, I've been talking so much about myself. What about you? What's your shtick? I don't know. I feel like I don't exactly know you. Yeah.
Join the club. There's not really much to know. I mean, Lila knows the most about me.
Meaning?
Meaning, I don't know who I am until, I mean, not the conversation I was thinking this was going to go into. Yeah, I think I was in an accident a long time ago before I came to be in Vasselheim.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that sounds kind of like a blessing.
It was, in a way. I was happy where I was until I was taken. It wasn't really my choice to be in Vasselheim.
At least you started off new, brand new.
Yeah, but
I wish I could do that sometimes.
Sometimes I wish I knew more. I don't really have a lot to go off of other than I'll pull out my compass again. This.
That's all you have from your past life, I mean, or whoever you were.
The only thing they didn't take.
They?
I was living in a different place before I came to Vasselheim. Quite different, really. A lot warmer, there it was. Through the books I've been reading, I've learned that place is called the Feyland. And wasn't where I was born, pretty sure. But it is where I acclimated. And it's where I grew up.
It's a nice way of putting it, acclimated.
Acclimated. And I spent my days alone for a long time. I was a child when I came to be there, and now I'm not. And before a couple of months ago, I had no idea about the society that surrounded me. Until one day, a handful of paladins came to my home. And it wasn't
Paladins, you say?
Yeah. It wasn't exactly a dashing rescue. It was more of a several people on one, knocked me unconscious, threw me in chains, tossed me into a cart, and ransacked my home.
Doesn't sound that much like a
Kind of
paladin to
situation.
me, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Don't worry, they weren't your lot.
Oh.
They wore the same uniforms as those. What's his name? The Morning Man? The
Oh, Pello.
Pello. Yes.
Yeah, the Knights of Pello. Yeah.
I see them.
They
a lot
don't
before
exactly
that.
strike me as the type of lot to exactly barge into someone's home and then ransack it.
Well,
I guess
tell
looks
that to
can
the
be
ones that did.
deceiving.
yeah. Or maybe.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Kalis,
Uh-huh.
quick interjection here. You would recognize Pheland is actually part of the Vesper Timberlands.
Uh-huh.
It is sort of straight south of where you are, across the tunnel of trees. And while you have not been there, it is rumored to be a spot where the connection between the Prime Material Plane and the Feywild is maybe thinner, just easier to kind of cross between the two. And it has lots of Fey things about it. It's kind of a weird place. A lot of people don't like to go there because it can be unpleasant in the way that Fey beings, you know, kind of create in their environment.
Yeah.
So,
Not exactly a hotspot for tourism, so.
no, it's not.
I mean, I'm surprised Vasselheim is such a hot spot, being so cold all the time.
Oh, it's fucking freezing.
Yeah. I thought it'd be a lot
barely
warmer. Yeah. I don't know why I thought it'd be a lot warmer.
Depends on where you are. The Berthart's relatively nice.
I mean, yeah. I mean, to be honest, it's really the only place I've ever known. I kind of like you, I was taken, but maybe I was taken a lot younger than you were.
When you were a baby.
Yeah, probably. I don't really remember. It was I mean, it's all I was told. There's a place called Drakenheim, further up north. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it's a town like any other. It's just.
If I don't even know where I'm from, I doubt I've heard of it.
I mean,
But-
maybe in a book or on a map or something. I
True.
don't know.
I just gotta read more books.
Yeah, but yeah. I was born in Drakenheim, taken as a child to Vasselheim, placed in the nest to grow up with all the other children. Not really given a childhood, but I take what I can get. I don't exactly know who my parents were, but I don't really care at this point. I have other parents, you know, other people who I look up to.
You've never known anything about them.
I don't really care to. It's just. I mean, I'd be curious to see his. And then I point to, like, my back. I'd be curious to see his, like, I don't know why.
Yeah, see if you got it from mum or dad.
Yeah, that'd be quite interesting. But I don't know. I don't know if it's quite for me to know, if that makes sense. It's not quite my life anymore.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
I think
so
I'm still
just,
adjusting to a new life.
Oh, we're happy to have you with us.
You know, I haven't met many kind people since I've left. Lila was the first, and she's not even that nice.
Yeah, I was about to say she's quite the contradiction to that statement.
But she was the first person to show me any sort of kindness, so. And you all seem to be alright so far.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, anyways, I gotta get back to my thing.
You think?
Yeah. I'm gonna go over, sit down next to my sleeping bag or my my bedroll. I'm gonna pull out my leather-bound prayer book, flip to a page. I'm gonna start writing before I go to bed.
Got it. As Volkar glares at you from the darkness.
You see, like, in the dark, just a pair of glowing gray eyes.
I am trying to shoot Kalis with my crossbow from 30 feet away to see if it will reach him.
Okay. So
if this is a new day, I am making use of this crossbow.
Okay, so this is a mistake. I love this. So okay, let's set this scene. The two of them sit down to talk. Volkar
really
glares from the distance as Milo waits and stalks, maybe close enough to hear the whole conversation. Who knows? Watches crouched in the bushes as Kalis goes and sits down with kind of sort of thoughtful and maybe sort of brooding face and begins flipping through his book and furrowed brow writing. As Milo, as you look and suddenly notice Lila is also crouched in the bush next to you. Just for the hell of this,
Take the shot.
take the shot.
Okay,
And
yeah.
it's
By the way, my
because-
shield's on my bag, so it technically counts as a +2.
oh, okay.
fine.
My back's
That's
turned.
how that
my back,
works. Uh-huh.
my back's turned.
Yeah, but
But
here's
it's
the
advantage
thing.
because he
No,
doesn't
it's
know
okay,
he's
Here's the
there.
thing. It's
it's okay.
advantage because you have
Yeah.
no idea he's here.
Yeah, I have no idea. Sort of.
So roll with advantage.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, take the higher.
No, my shield's not on me. That's cheat.
This is so good.
Okay, let's see.
Why, man? Why?
The first roll was a 12, plus my 3 is a 15.
Nope.
Okay.
And then the other one is...
It's with advantage, so yeah.
Yeah.
Oh! 15 plus my 3 is 18. I don't know.
You son
But-
of a bitch.
Yep.
But...
You son
Yep.
of a bitch.
So, Kalis, you sit down. There's just enough time for you to kind of start getting comfortable. You take the book out. A net suddenly wraps around you from behind, kind of almost throwing you down onto the ground, and you're just all like caught up, like books half in your one hand, half open.
Let's go!
What the fuck is this?
As I run up to it, I don't even carry the crossbow. I throw the crossbow to the ground and just run up to him and be
What the fuck
Be
is
like-
this?
gotcha!
Derek jumped up to his bed with his hands glowing with
Yes!
What the
Daddy
fuck?
Bo is like, what the fuck is going on?
What is this?
Oh, he's just fucking with me.
Ah.
Can I try
That
to
was
break
it.
out of this net?
Yeah,
I'm
it's
pretty
not
sure
super.
really
it's not
simple.
super hard.
Yeah,
to do.
I'm pretty sure it's a really
He
simple net.
sounds laughing.
Yeah.
Out of combat, you can take a few seconds and get out. Yeah.
He is
So-
laughing his head off right now.
That's all I wanted from that.
That was amazing. I love that so much.
And for the first time in 2 days, he speaks. I really, really needed that. Thank you, Milo.
I was gonna do it to you, but I feel like it would have been funnier on Kalis, so I went with the Kalis, and then I saw the whole Kalis Quilly thing. I was like, this is the perfect time.
You made a smart decision.
Sometimes. Everything's smart to me, so it is what it is.
I'm gonna get you back, you small bastard. I'm going to get you back.
Volkar, you're feeling
I'm
better. You're not
sure
such an
you
SR
will.
mood
I
anymore.
think I just needed a laugh. I needed
Ah.
something to get me out of my righteous and well-deserved rage towards Shiny.
And then
One of
I'm gonna
those
turn
two-
around
That's correct.
to Lila and be like, you see that? You see as I'm pointing at him?
And you see she's kind of holding the crossbow, just kind of like looking at it a little bit. She looks back at you, thumbs up,
I'll be
winks
right
at
back.
you. All right.
Yeah. And but yeah, I'm gonna take off my armor and go to bed.
Okay.
Because I totally have
Oh,
forgotten. It's like, yeah, I've just been every single one of these nights full chainmail, just going to bed, which makes zero sense.
Technically, no. It's assumed because you can't actually benefit from a long rest with it. It's assumed that unless you specify otherwise, armor is removed, or else you're just well, you'd be dead by now from exhaustion.
Well, in that case, then
Pretty much.
the first one would have hit anyway.
Yeah. So with that, you all find yourselves asleep. Volkar, in your slumber, it's sort of like a dream, but it's just sound. It's the sound of a storm off in the distance, north, occasionally punctuated by a small, howling, gibbering cackle before thunder intensifies and overwhelms it. This goes on for some time before kind of just drifting off, not enough to wake you, but sort of a strange dream. Kalis, as you fall asleep, disgruntled, among other things, perhaps.
Okay,
You
sorry about that.
You're quite alright. Kalis, you find yourself young again in a scene which you experienced in dream form recently. Similar series of events. You're fighting another kid, a little bit older, a little bit stronger and bigger than you, getting absolutely thrashed. As you feel this rage, you stop expecting a familiar sensation. You look over. She's not there. This deep, burning hatred within you. You feel it flaring out of your eyes, out of your back, your hands. You look down at a scared, young, battered Kalis. What do you do?
Punch him once.
Okay. You step forward. You stop, glowering over him for a second. One solid blow to the sternum. Hear yourself, your own voice, coming from this younger version of you, whimpering, sobbing, scared, on the ground. Absolutely beaten to shit.
Why? Why couldn't you do it? Why couldn't you save them? You had one job, you had one promise. You had one job. To save everyone. You couldn't do it. What good are you? And then I'll kick the kid.
Okay. As you kick, there's a blast of thunder. Volkar, you suddenly hear and feel this, and as if you are being torn from your own body and consciousness, you are suddenly almost projected, and as this happens, you feel a foot contacting you. You tumble backward, you hit the ground, and as you look up, you see Kalis. This black, dark, almost like Lila's eyes, just almost smoke coming out. There's a little bit of orange golden glow behind that's almost dwarfed by it. And Kalis, as you hear this, there's a flash of lightning. You look down and you see Volkar, recoiling in pain, down on the ground, looking up at you, confused.
What the? There you are. I knew it. Under the bravado, the shining glory, I knew exactly what you were. A coward and an oath breaker.
I've broken no oath yet.
I assume that, like, somehow, like, my hammer materializes.
Sure, I'll give it to you.
And, like, just for flavor, I realize that this is a dream. So I can, or a vision or something.
Something.
And I'm, instead of, like, my hammer, it's this hammer made of lightning. Like I'm calling to me.
Okay.
How
Kalis.
much of this...
Oh,
have
go
you,
ahead.
How much of this have you pushed down?
I've pushed nothing down. It's always been there. It's hiding. But I made a promise. And that promise I will not break.
You are a failure. You let other sacred ground be desecrated to save people we knew were already dead.
He says failure? I'm just curious. He has like this like lightning hammer, right?
He does.
In my hand, a burning greatsword, just like radiant and kind of like this dark swirling flame just emits out. I am no failure yet.
Show me what you've learned.
Go.
And as the two of you rush forward, lightning blasts out from the ground beneath you, seeming to tear the entire world in half. The two of you are flung back, not even contacting the ground, held aloft in this sort of tempestuous wind. Separate. Maybe 10 feet away from each other. And as you are suspended there, just a mere moment, this figure appears between the two of you. On one half, near Kalis, is a male form, shirtless, hair similar to Volkar's but much, much longer and darker, long beard, tightly braided, hand extended, and pure lightning and storm chaos blasting forth from within. And on the other half of the same being, near Volkar, is this unbelievably brilliant, beautiful female form. This glowing, brownish skin with this sort of goldish touch to it. One silvery white feathered wing wraps around from the back and around her, the arm and half of the torso. And from the other side, this blackened, lightning-like, almost bat-like wing wraps around the other half. The face, two faces, seem to be looking not directly at either of you, but it feels like they're looking through you, as there's this piercing gray-blue lightning energy from one, and this glowing golden aura from the other. what are the two of you doing? As you are absolutely overcome by power, fear, strength, hate, love, joy, everything you can imagine all at once.
Can't hear you.
Wings come out.
I think on instinct, same thing. Wings come out.
And as the wings from both of you, the wings of this figure between you open, and there's another flash of lightning and warmth and golden light. They wrap around the two of you, and with incredible force, slam the two of you toward each other. And both of you suddenly awaken with a yell, a grunt, certainly a physical reaction, flailing nearby objects and whatever might be around you getting knocked away from you by your hands and feet. And for the hell of this, because it's nighttime and it'd be a watch, Theron. You're just chilling out on your night watch. It's like 3 or 4 in the morning.
Of course it's Theron.
And suddenly, both the big dudes just quickly awaken in this sort of rapid flurry of motion and some voices.
Okay, I'll look over. Are they full on fighting, or are they're about to?
They're not near each other. They just both like suddenly just like wake up, just like freaking out for a second, and like they're separate, but they both just suddenly shoot awake.
Okay.
I go to like try to hold like this one that was there.
I'm doing the
Nothing's
same
there.
thing.
Okay, I'll walk in the middle of both of them. Like, what the hell's going on with you two?
You. I thought we would just.
Wait,
You guys actually have weapons
I look
in your
at
hands?
like
No, they
when I
don't.
Okay, so you guys
Yeah,
just
there's
hold
nothing in our
air.
hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
And they're both like unarmored too.
Okay,
It's okay.
just want to make sure. Okay,
Yep.
I was
okay,
gonna
let's
kill you.
let's calm down here. Yeah.
No, I was gonna kill you.
And nobody's killing anybody tonight.
No, figure of speech.
What happened?
I don't know
And
if you
like
got.
tension seems to like come out of Volkar. If that is not a sign that I might be wrong, I think you and I need to sit down and have a talk. I
Oh,
think we all-
that. Yeah. That's for sure.
about a lot of stuff.
You both have been at each other's throats since this whole thing began, so probably be best to air it out, non-violently.
When I don't know, you represent. You said I've never done the wings thing. Yes, I know that they're. When I first saw you, when we were fighting that thing, I knew that you were like me. But if I admitted that, then it was real. Then I wasn't a human being anymore.
I'm still a human. In all the ways that matter. Having a pair of wings doesn't change that.
No, but it means something different. I was not born to a human mother or a human father. I was born to a dragonborn and a tiefling.
You don't exactly look like a dragonborn or a tiefling to me.
Who do you
Yeah, I don't know this one.
I'm not sure how biology works like that.
Yeah, neither do I. I'm not
That should
exactly.
not. That should, even I can understand that that's not something that should happen.
Both sides of the gene pool.
Yeah.
So, my mother died in childbirth, apparently bringing, and since that first night in with Sweetie, I've been having dreams of a blue dragonborn child in the middle of the snow. And then I saw you with wings like myself, and I wonder, maybe I was that dragonborn child, and these wings came at a price of my scales and my tail and my honor, and that piece of me.
You and your honor. As if you can't have honor with wings. It doesn't.
That's his domain.
One does not beget the other. You can have wings.
But I don't know. Where I'm from, the sky equals terror. That's why we worship the Stormlord. He protects us from the sky. In the tundra, that's where death comes from.
Well,
but I was wrong. I will say this once. I will never say it again. I was wrong.
Wow. Well, I'm not gonna push it. I'm not gonna have you swear by cord or something.
But I will swear by cord.
Nah, there's no need.
I will not.
We don't need to get our gods
try
involved.
to kill each other. To kill you.
How about you swear to me? Don't swear to your god. Swear to me. We don't need our gods involved in this. It's not for them to decide. It's between us, no?
Maybe. And maybe you can show me what it means to be an Azimer? Is that the right pronunciation?
I don't know. I read it in a book.
Fuck books.
Yeah. I've just been told. I don't know. People have called me many names.
Also, were you kicking a child?
How would you know about that?
What kind of dreams are you two? Are you sharing dreams?
I was gonna say, meanwhile, Theron's standing here like,
Would
what
you know that?
Sure, why not? It's fine.
You would know.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
sure.
look at the amulet that we got. The fuck this do to us?
I don't know, but yeah, I did just beat the shit out of a child. Apparently, I don't know if it was voluntary or not. I couldn't tell.
Okay.
It just felt really real.
You two have clearly worked out your shit in some way. I'm going back to my watch.
Oh no, we're not done. Do you want to explain?
Oh, but I am, and I'll walk away.
Do you want to explain the
Nah,
vision
no.
from the god? Because I don't even know if that was cord, because I have no idea what the fuck that was.
I don't know. I've seen it. I've seen that woman before. That angel. I don't know who she is.
Volkar. Suddenly, inside your mind, you just have this understanding of the name Mirael.
Mirael. How do I know that?
Kalis, as you hear the name, it's almost like something quite literally within your heart just unlocks. Just this warmth just kind of pours out from within you.
1 second while I write that down. That's quite important.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds.
And I'll say, we'll take
How
a
do you
couple
spell
more
that?
minutes on this conversation. I will let you guess at that one.
I'm
If you
guessing it's
haven't seen it.
Mirael. I'm saying that's Mirael.
Maybe.
I was Myerl. Or Ial. Yeah,
I'm going off like this is like classical like Hebrew type stuff, but yeah. Yeah. Let's talk on this another time, maybe another night. I need to reflect on some other things. Yeah. It's good that we didn't kill each other though. That's a step forward.
I hold out my hand.
I hold out a pinky.
Can't believe. Did we just become friends?
I mean, maybe we're halfway there. Maybe not quite. But it's progress.
I won't kill you, and you won't kill me. I think that's pretty much friendship.
Bare minimum.
I mean, I'll take it. Pinky?
Pinky.
Pinky.
We take
And
this to
with
our graves.
Take this to our graves.
I'm just like imagining the camera pans over. Derek, Quilly, and Milo are like eating popcorn or something. All of this.
Theron actually just woke
Hey,
everyone
look,
up.
If I was
Catch a
awake,
load of
I
this,
would have been in the tree like, yeah, you guys are having a great time, huh?
Oh my god, what
Waiting
the
for the
Crossbow.
perfect time.
Crossbow ready?
Just
Yeah.
come
Oh my
closer, a
God.
little closer together.
Move a bit to the right, you son of a bitch. Move a bit to the
And with that, with the new loose definition of friendship, you find yourselves
Pinky
to
and
to
Pinky
rest.
promises.
and Pinky promises. There's a slight little thunderous in the distance. The most manly Pinky promise ever created.
It's like
It's like
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, where it's like
like
Yeah, I was hoping you were gonna go for that, but now this is absolutely, I need this moment created, and it's the two of them, just thunderous and holy rage, and it's just a Pinky promise.
I keep
Someone make it
picturing
happen.
them like in Step Brothers. Like, did we just become best friends?
Yeah,
That's what I was
exactly what I was
going for.
thinking.
So, I can put this scene on the list of things I never could have predicted needing to have happen, and then having it become incredible, so holy shit. For the sake of brevity, the rest of your travels go by. You, at the end of the second day, do finally arrive to Camp Sinclair.
As we're
in the
walking,
northern
I'm
part.
asking Kalis like about like Asper. So it only lasts like 30 seconds?
Nah, it's a minute. Yeah, so what happens is, at least for me, you know, wing spreader, and then I'll just like,
Yeah.
go on it about like,
Got it.
That
And
seems very inconsistent.
I dare
Yeah.
say that is a sufficient attunement to the friendship amulets.
hell yes.
Yeah.
That was great. That was insane. But you finally arrive to Camp Sinclair. And what you see is a smaller smaller camp than Kamengo. You imagine it was still smaller when it was fully together. It's in pretty bad shape. They've had a few days, it looks like, to start trying to get their shit together again. There are a few tents that are still standing. There is like a central actual cabin that still mostly exists. Part of the one side, the wall is kind of banged up a bit and a bit burnt. You can see that there is a those walls where they just take a bunch of logs and just sharpen them and just put them aggressively outward. There is
Bells or something.
Dicks.
yes, there is a bit of one of those going on, and you can tell it's they didn't put a lot of time into it. It was just sort of like we do need some kind of physical barrier here right now, just in case it helps. And as you're approaching, assuming Quilly has been updating Mirka, I'll give you that one. You see a half-orc man, recognized as what you can imagine to be Tegan by what you saw in the locket from Marith. And he kind of comes stepping out to what you suspect is now the front gate, and looks, says a couple words. Gate opens up and he steps out. Stops for a moment, looks at all of you up and down. All right, well, I'll get you the group I've been waiting for.
Push Milo forward. That sword that we gave you, I think that
I
you should give that
assume
to
you're
him.
Tegan.
Yeah, I'm Tegan. And you see, as you say that, his eyes kind of track over to Milo, and he notices the blade. And his expression kind of drops for a second. Right, so you're that group.
Yeah. I go up to him. Sorry about your loss, and give him the locket.
He takes it, kind of clutches it in his hand, holds it close to his chest for a second, closes his eyes, begins muttering in Elvish, a small prayer. Well, thanks. Let's talk business.
Wait, before like the whole business talk, I was gonna give him the sword also. Yeah.
Okay. And as you walk up and present it, he reaches down and gently takes it. Kind of runs his thumb along the side of the blade. Well, kind of wipes a tear away. It sucks. Not gonna lie, this is one of the worst introductions I've had in my life, so... I'll keep my
Sorry
shit
to be
together.
the bearer of bad news.
Well, no, thank you. I mean, it's... appreciated. I mean... It's rare that we get these things when we lose someone like that. So,
You fought bravely.
yeah, I know. Let's talk inside. Sure you'd all like to rest.
Like a proper
Yes.
bed this time instead of a fucking
Yes.
bedroll. Jesus.
Well, and it kind of motions around to the still not that long ago ransacked and burnt camp. It goes, yeah,
Please,
so would I.
please tell me they didn't take all the ale.
Shit.
And he just sighs, kind of shakes his head a little bit.
Really?
They took all the ale. Yeah.
Monsters.
They took all the ale.
Well, they started out with fire, so...
Started with the women. The
Let's get you
children.
fed.
They took the ale.
Yeah, he's a little loopy when he's hungry.
And
I've been
As he
eating.
brings
I've been
you
eating
inside
gold
to the
bacon
camp
for the past 3 days. It's
to
not enough.
get some food and some rest before a discussion, as he tells you he'll be back in a little bit and walks off with the locket and the sword and a not very well disguised sense of grief about him. That is where we'll pick up next time.
Oh. What a way to like say hi. Your loved one's dead.
Wait,
Hi,
before we
let's
end,
put-
I wanted to do one other thing.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Had to get
I
out of the way
wanted
as soon as
to-
possible.
I wanted to go outside, aim the crossbow straight up, and see how long it would take for it to go all the way up and then all the way back down, and see how long it would take for it to land on me.
On
Okay.
you?
On top,
God.
yeah. Or
Oh.
see if it did land on top of me, because like I said, I'm straight up. I have it like on the ground, you know.
I go.
Okay.
I'm like, Gales, we're gonna have to take that away from him. I swear to God. We're
You
gonna
guys
take it
laugh.
away from him.
This is the next Batman right here.
As you're
Hey,
watching this
I like to
happen.
point out, I said I wanted the amulet at first. You guys made this decision. Okay? I don't want to hear it from any of y'all.
Are you right under it? Are you right under it like the dead?
Yeah, and actually,
That is my goal, to just go straight up and come back down on me.
Lila's
as
actually right out there with you. It's just like right next to you, like, well, actually, I think you need to aim just a little bit this way. And
As
He aims
as
up.
it's about to come down, whole person.
Okay. I mean, he's not moving. So you go ahead. You fire. You fire. Sure, why not? We'll do this.
He fires. He says, "I'm Milo." Like I'm Batman.
Jesus Christ.
I'm Milo.
And as you fire, you and Lila both stand there expectantly. She's just decided that she's in on this now. And are you trying to hold Milo? Which of the two? Okay.
Just Milo. I'm not stupid enough to try to hold Lila.
Sure. Milo, give me a wisdom saving throw, I guess.
You could choose not to, and you could just
or you could not to, yeah. But I will say right now, you're distracted with the net, so you're probably not watching him cast this on you. So
Yeah,
I'm like,
I'm not even gonna bother.
okay. Milo, you shoot, you look up. Lila goes, "Oh shit, I think that's gonna hit." And then suddenly, this arcane force just kind of wraps around you, and you just become completely still, just staring up at the net. And I'm not going to go into the math of all this, internet. You can figure this out. I don't fucking know. After some amount of time, multiple seconds, the net does in fact land back down on the top of both of you. Not enough to have too much of an effect, but it does do so. And
I dare say,
note,
he's been double caged.
with Milo's head sticking out of the net, still paralyzed for a little bit, Lila standing there, laughing. The rest of you inside, maybe eating or watching this happen. That is where we'll pick up.
Yeah.
No more shenanigans. If you have anything else to do, make a note.
No more shenanigans.
Actually.
Wow. Well, thanks anyone who's watching this. This went some directions I don't think any of us were ready for.
Oh, fuck that.
And
0.
My
Inter-party discourse.
Yeah, this was crazy.
We are going straight into some backstory shit.
Yeah, and there's so much more.
I wasn't expecting to get that
there's
out.
so much more.
I'm sweating.
There's so much sexual tension.
I'm actually sweating.
We got another case of post-nut clarity. We got 2 episodes in a row.
Volcar is an ally, but he flies straight.
Yeah, straight as the crow. And with that one, I'm going to stop recording because the internet doesn't deserve to listen to me speak anymore. Or I guess deserves the wrong one. They deserve better than that. I won't ruin them anymore. So thank you.
That was a great...